You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE LP 95.9 FM. The most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey. The most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
That's why I say, Lord, please listen to this prayer that comes from the Lord. Please send us another Moses again. Oh, we just can't go on this way. Please deliver us today. Time to make them oppress us pay. So we children could see their way. Make them get on their knees and pray. Then I'll be up to judgment day. Oh, just can't make it this way. Please deliver us today. Be like the Israelites believed. Please send us another Moses again. Lord, we just can't make it this way. Yes, deliver us today. Oh, we just can't go on this way. No, we just can't make it this way. Please listen to what I say. Yes, hurry up with judgment day. We just can't make it this way. No, we just can't make it this way. Must we get old and gray? And the children can't see their way. Oh, we just can't make it this way. Oh, we just can't make it this way. We like the Israelites still in bed. Please send us another Jesus again. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Lord, we just can't go this way. Lord, we just can't make it this way. No, 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 we just can't go this way.
We gotta save it. Oh yeah, my sweet TNT. Oh yeah. We used to sing sweet, sweet Trinidad. To leave here, boy, you must be mad. This is the land of milk and honey, rum and coke and easy money. While those verses we were singing, alarm bells kept on ringing. Pundits on each pulpit saying, "Oh, heart and our soul decaying." Suddenly we wake up to a living nightmare, not bliss, while electorals ask, how did we ever come to this? But so long we hearing, you got to stand up and be counted. But daily we're intimidated. getting on. We're fighting, making porn. Our school girls, you won't believe. Live MMA, they're pulling weave. Check the vibes, they're living by. Dance all slackness, get rich or die. Alkaline to Movado. Mention maestro, they don't know. No morals, no ethics. There is a centrifugal black hole. Lord, we must move quick to wake their conscience and save their soul. So long we've been hearing evil triumphs when good men do nothing. No triggers pump while words be fraughting, and while church attendance real low. Protest pack plus them casino, while black market prices haggling. Through a port with big guns they smuggling. Spanish women are hot like their music. Saucy salsa, human traffic trend they go. We can't wait. The devil making hay while we sleep. Tell them talk is cheap. We're caught in the world when we have to reap. While we look on them as more mothers who weep. We're caught in the world when we have to reap. Oh yeah. Oh no. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, Now the nation's soul has been revealed. How they find Shannon Banfield. Busy street, yes, in our city. Killed by beasts who show no pity. Now there's fear and trepidation. What is happening to our nation? So I pray this one infraction will propel us into action. Trend they go. The time is now. We have to take our country back while these monsters flow. We cannot run from their attack. That is why I'm still saying, time to stand up and be counted. Our young girls, they're being hunted, not for jobs by institutions, but by clubs for prostitution. While from you gas, some arranging on the seas, cargo exchanging in the Gulf, drugs, guns and women, and the Coast Guard cannot stop them. Trend they go. The time is now. Look how the murder rate leap. Tell them talk is cheap. We're caught in the world when we have to reap. Before more of our daughters they put us to sleep. We must stop this world when we have to reap. Time to stand up and be counted. We must defeat this threat they've mounted. We cannot wait for no messiah. Like zero fiddling through the fire. So while the flames we keep romancing, the grim reaper keeps advancing across the land. He casts his shadow, flashing victims to the marrow. Trend they go. The time is now. Look how the price we pay in don't steep. Why some labor keep? We're caught in the world when we have to reap. We need a fresh new broom for a broad crime sweep. Must stop this world when we have to reap. Save our land, Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I say you get up one morning, your elders have something. You don't know how they get it, but you want to use it. But if you ask them old people to get the things what they went through, ask them this any day, and your parents sure to say, black man have to keep on jamming, or black man to get a little something. Make up your mind, brother, that you're able to get a pulley and jam with the devil. Why? Black man have to keep on jamming, or black man to get a little something. Make up your mind, brother, that you're ready to swim offshore and hold your boat steady. Black man have to keep on jamming, or black man to get a little something. So when you hear you get a little something with a dragon eye, you keep watching, because I don't tell you already. Black man will get nothing easy. get up one morning, and oil money running. How it come you don't know, so that it can how the thing go. But if they read about Uriah, they wanna find out the pressure. How we get so much old hell to get a penny from TLL. Black man have to keep on jamming, but black man to get a little something. You got to take up your own cash money, pay people for your own refinery. Black man have to keep on jamming, but black man to get a little something. Make up your mind to be a magician, to make money out of scrap iron. Black man have to keep on jamming, but black man to get a little something. So when you hear you get a little something, with that eagle eye you keep watching, because I don't tell you already, black man don't get nothing easy. Say we got up one morning, independence happening, getting the thing come easy. Now they're taking liberty, but if they know about petition, we have to send to England for some woman to tell we in this colony free. Black man have to keep on jabbing, but black man to get a little something. You got to go to conference in England to get independence in your own land. Black man have to keep on jamming, but black man to get a little something. People hold you, humiliate you, turn on and sell you, and then they free you. Black man have to keep on jamming, but black man to get a little something. So when you hear you get a little something, with that dragon eye you keep watching, because I don't tell you already, black man don't get nothing easy. So when a black man gets something, he got to start thinking to get it there easy. He got to practice economy, from getting licks from the slave master to become the land owner. Brother, it's a terrible journey, packed with plenty brutality. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to rise up, you got to stand up, pick up your mind, you will always stay on top. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to go to conference in England to get independence in your own land. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to take up your own cash money, pay people for your own refinery. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind to be a magician, to make money out of scrap iron. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to...
Keep me as the apple of thine eye, hide me under the shadow of thy wing, O Lord, my Savior. It's so hard to deal with personal struggle. It's so sad when you feel alone in your trouble. It's real hard when you want to talk to a brother. It's so bad because of how some look at you after. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover my head. Satan want me dead. Cover my head from human attack. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. People see you smile, but don't know the hurt that you're feeling. Even as God's child, at times your heart does be bleeding. Where can you go when you're really looking for healing? Who know how to flow when your soul needs some restoring? So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Cover me home from evils unknown. Cover my feet so I'll never retreat. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me brother, cover me sister, them who under pressure. Cover, 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 cover the preacher, every church worker, the young believer. Cover, 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 the worship leader and intercessor, every gospel minister. Cover, cover, cover. Jesus alone is the one who has the real answer. The one on the throne is the true and loving Father. He will hold your hand and keep you from going under. He will make you stand and let you know he's a fixer. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me, man. You know the struggle sometimes. Cover me mouth, that the wrong thing wouldn't come out. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover the Christian in the midst of aggression with the power of your right hand. Jesus, cover, cover, cover them helpless children. Jesus, defend them. Send help from heaven. Jesus, cover, cover, cover all them radio stations that blessing the nation. Grant divine protection. Jesus, cover, cover, cover. Cover me. Cover me. Cover me.
Truer words were never spoken. The less you associate with some people, the more your life will improve. Anytime you tolerate mediocrity in others, it increases your mediocrity. An important attribute in successful people is their impatience with negative thinking and negative acting people. As you grow, your associates will change. Some of your friends will not want you to go on. They will want you to stay where they are. Friends that don't help you climb will want you to crawl. Your friends will stretch your vision or choke your dream. Those that don't increase you will eventually decrease you. Consider this. Never receive counsel from unproductive people. Never discuss your problems with someone incapable of contributing to the solution, because those who never succeed themselves are always first to tell you how. Not everyone has a right to speak into your life. You are certain to get the worst of the bargain when you exchange ideas with the wrong person. Don't follow anyone who's not going anywhere. With some people you spend an evening. With others, you invest it. Be careful where you stop to inquire for directions along the road of life. Wise is the person who fortifies his life with the right friendships. If you run with wolves, you will learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. A mirror reflects a man's face, but what he is really like is shown by the kind of friends he chooses. The simple but true fact of life is that you become like those with whom you closely associate, for the good and the bad. Note, be not mistaken. This is applicable to family as well as friends. Yes, do love, appreciate, and be thankful for your family, for they will always be your family, no matter what. Just know that they are human first, and though they are family to you, they may be a friend to someone else and will fit somewhere in the criteria above. In prosperity, our friends know us. In adversity, we know our friends. Never make someone a priority when you are only an option for them. If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception. It is a prevailing attitude.
Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. Let me say a special hello to all the WZYE 95.9 FM listeners. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, it's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, you on WZYE 95.9 FM. And we come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And this is how we start the thing.
It have our place, WZYE, where they treat you like friends and family. So if you're looking for a place to belong, going WZYE, you could come along. If you have haste, do come with me. We do have dad on WZYE, Santa Meditate.
Yeah, and there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it. And of course, as we always say here, doesn't matter what color t-shirt you wear a pink t-shirt, a burgundy t-shirt, a maroon t-shirt, a salmon t-shirt. Yeah, salmon. Each and every one is welcome in the village on WZYE 95.9 FM. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, as soon as you come in, share the live. WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe. WZYE TV and YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444 or 973-609-6509. That's 973-609-6509. And as we always say, ladies and gentlemen, we originate, we don't imitate, we bring you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Take a listen.
Anselm LeBon and Marshall Nesbitt solemnly swear to conduct this radio program in a true, fair, and balanced manner, ensuring that all perspectives are given equal consideration and that the information presented is objective and unbiased. We pledge to provide a platform where diverse voices can be heard, fostering open and constructive dialogue that serves the best interests of our audience and community. Our commitment is to uphold the principles of journalistic integrity and ethical broadcasting throughout the duration of this program. Thank you.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, our oath to you, the people, that will bring you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Let me bring in my co-host, the young man himself, the one and only, Uncle Tommy. Tommy, how are you going?
Good evening. I'm going well. And how about yourself?
You know, I had jury duty today, man.
How was that?
I think, Tommy, that you know, when you go to these jury duty and thing and you read up on the case and thing, sometimes it'll be kind of hard to really be on them cases, you know, boy. So the
Of
two
course.
cases I had today was a young man was drunk driving in Newark and he killed two young people.
Oh my.
So he has 7 or 8 charges.
Yeah.
And most of the charges are manslaughter charges.
Vehicular homicide or
Yeah,
manslaughter.
manslaughter. So, and then there was another case with a gentleman that assaulted his 13-year-old daughter. And very graphic. Very, very graphic. And so two judges had different ways of doing it, right? The first judge gave you a paper on the outside sheet with all the different kind of questions that he will ask you when you come into the court. And being the analyst that I am, I Google it. And all the information was right there in front of you. You know? So the same thing for the two cases. So when I got up there, I tell them I don't think I could be impartial in this case because, I already have a lot of information on it. You know? And it's kind of sad though. Because a man who took someone's life, you will now have to make a decision on him. And I don't know, boy. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So I had to go back tomorrow and I see what happens tomorrow. What says you? You ever serve on a jury?
I got called, and when I did the preliminary, they excused me, and they never kept me.
Okay.
They ask you key questions. Based on the answer, they determine right away if they want you to do jury duty.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't you have a questionnaire to fill out?
Yeah. You had a questionnaire to answer yes or no.
And they still chose you.
No. They didn't choose me. When after they fill out the questionnaire, the judge says certain people, he tell them you could leave the court and come back at a certain time, and then the other people, you had to have a conference with him and the attorneys, telling them why you think you shouldn't serve. And the
Well,
other judge, you filled out the form, and he collected the form, and then you came back into the courthouse, and they told you if your name isn't called, you just go back downstairs and wait. Yeah.
in my case, I was excused.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm. I mean, these people are just unbelievable. I think somebody told me have hacked into somebody's let me do something. Let me do something. Let me do something to me. I want to do something. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. I mean, boy, we living in a kind of world, eh? You know, you had two young men, man, who, in my estimation, lives definitely be ruined. One because the man killed two people.
Hmm.
And the second one was a 13-year old daughter.
What did he do?
And
He abused. He beat her up real bad.
no, well, they had it as assault, but he molested her.
Oh my gosh, he must have
And
been on some
and
serious drugs or something.
and what the judge told us in the court was very graphic, very very graphic, with using the terms with respect to a 13-year-old young lady.
Who was your judge? You care to say?
Nah, I ain't really remember.
Well, I have a really good friend as a judge.
Yeah. It was kind of sad, man. You know. Um. Yeah, but they had to find a jury, and Um, folks, let me say something. If anybody in Trinidad know Julia Davy, call her and tell her they have hacked her WhatsApp. Okay? Seriously, if anybody know Julia Davy, call Julia Davy and tell her they have hacked her WhatsApp because I just get some messages there from that WhatsApp. You know, Tommy, like what they did to you, right?
Right.
It's the same thing the person just did to Julia Davy account. And I asked the person a simple question. What part of TNT am I from? They read it, eh? They read it,
But they didn't
no
respond.
answer. And then I call the phone, no response. So, folks, it might be difficult to get on WhatsApp because I try calling her on WhatsApp, but call her and tell her somebody has hacked her WhatsApp account. And so this is what the person says, right? Please, can you help me send 350 USD to someone for me in the US? I'm having a little challenge with my bank at the moment. I will send it back to you once I sort out the issues. Right? So somebody please call her and tell her. That's serious business because that could happen to any one of us.
Yep.
Any one of us.
Happened to me before.
Yeah, I mean I know that. I know that 100. So let's go into the chat. Mr. Intellectual say, blessed evening, Pro, Uncle T, and all villagers. Hope you all had an awesome and inspirational day. Yeah. Yeah, here comes Busy. I wonder what Busy go tell we today, boy. Good day, Uncle Tommy on Wall Street. All listeners locked on. Share the live. Words of wisdom. Never let yesterday use up too much of the day. Meaning, focus on the present and don't dwell on past events, allowing you to move forward with a positive mindset. Tommy, busy up game.
Yeah.
Busy up game. He up game. He real up game. He up game. He had a game. He had a game credit.
Oh yeah.
You know? I don't think if he was a PNM, I don't think he'd be able to up his game. So, you feel so? You feel so?
No comment.
No comment. You feel Patty could up she game like that?
Maybe she got inspired.
What about Gordon Joseph? You feel he could up his game? Or
Nah,
he's just a lower scores?
he's locked in one mode.
Which mode is that? The PNM mode?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Do tuishness.
Oh God. All right. Let me go to all right, today's menu for busy. What? Dal, rice and Billy? Billy what? Billy something what? You guess what, Bill? Billy what?
Billy the goat.
Billy Goat? Busy. I really know what that is now.
Billy's the goat.
Or rice and goat? How could be rice and goat?
Dal,
Curry goat?
rice and Billy the goat.
Billy the goat? All right. You know, Volsang does get vexed when we talk about food, you know. You know that? Man
Well,
say, what she done told me, are you gonna talk about food again? We gotta talk about food, man. I notice busy now no Kool-Aid today, but get rid of the Kool-Aid to me. Balize Kool-Aid he drinking, you know. Anderson, welcome, boy. Good night to all from Akira and Anderson and Nicholas. You see, there's when things good with Anderson. You gotta mention everybody. When things ain't good, you just say good night from Anderson. Yeah.
you know your
Yeah. I know my people on them, man. I know my people. Caribbean Soul, good night. Caribbean Soul say, Brooklyn, welcome.
Washington, Uncle Tommy, viewers and listeners, good
Yeah.
night. Oh shit.
Yo,
That question you asked Stormy.
what is that?
Come on now, man. If Gordon Joseph could get better. But you can have a doctor, and the doctor who's supposed to fix Gordon Joseph ain't born yet.
Oh God,
He ain't
Brooklyn,
born yet.
Brooklyn, all of us could improve. All of us could have a change of heart. All of us. I know all of a sudden, like, Brooklyn, what happened? I think Donald Trump must take his phone.
So
That water stay clean.
Brooklyn, you went out there, you know.
Live in it.
Brooklyn, you went out. You went out. You,
Yeah. I
you,
say, have you ever seen stagnant water stay clean? Stagnant water will always stink.
okay.
Gordon Joseph is them type of PNM that he's stagnant.
Okay.
So he rest of his life he's stagnant.
Mhm.
Don't matter what another government do, he can't see. He only seeing the couple in the red band is a tie. That's all he's seeing. But my question is tonight, why it is, because I and all went through that experience, why it is PNM continue to move people from Laventille to Mactac, Bitam, right? Down there in the PNM struggle. Because see, they know they can't lose their toll, so they can afford to bail out how much they want. Because that is the resources is heavy. The ammunitions they strong. When they come to warring, they know that Laventille had the PNM back. So PNM continue to build houses in all the UNC constituencies, right? Where they feel they can make it close, make it tight, so they can once steal them constituency. For instance, Shogunas. Everybody I know move Aisha Wilson Shogunas, Julia Davy Shogunas, KFC Shogunas. Like, what about Shogunas in PNM targeting so that everybody go on Shogunas? What about Shogunas that the PNM so interested in? Eh? I never see the PNM bring nobody from Shogunas to live in Laventille. How come it's only going one side? I want somebody to answer that question for me, because that's happening for years and nobody is saying nothing. It's a one-sided trend that they continue to build houses in the UNC strongholds. Well, I wouldn't even say stronghold, but places where they try to make an impact in, and they're just bailing out people from the East West Corridor. Go up there, go up there, go up there. But if it's supposed to be a unity thing, you're supposed to mix it up. You're supposed to send some of the people that need house who live in the Shogunas and the places where they're a little poor. You're supposed to build nice houses in Laventille. You're supposed to fix the buildings in Chumakak. You're supposed to do all these things and send people from Shogunas and all these places down inside of Laventille too, so we could unite the thing. You understand what I said? What shit?
Brooklyn, you unite what thing?
I mean unite the city PNM is for unity and equalness.
What unity?
PNM, no.
Them only what
That's the
unity.
mantra.
Them only what unity for you to vote for them. That is it.
But I know that, but that's what I'm saying. So I want to know if the UNC people sleeping. I didn't see it for years. Even when they give me the house, they give me a house in 500s in Shogunas. They try to send me Shogun. I would not be, but what I didn't know is when I send me Shogunas to still vote for UNC. But they give me a house in 500 Shogunas, but me ain't take it. I tell them keep the thing. Unless somebody who need it, take it. But it's a serious trend I see that, and not just Shogunas, it's at other places too, where the UNC have that ground, and they continue to send people along in these places. So some people they send them so deep into the south that they're saying that they can't live down there because they don't drive, but again, the whole thing was to just get some votes in there. So 10 years come down the line, PNM strong. Them and the children voting strong. If the children is 11, 12, you understand? 10 years after they can vote PNM and just put them, put them down in this. So I don't know if anybody know why that is do that, but I would like to find out why that is taking place. All right? Have a good night.
Yeah, man. Bless. Tommy. Tommy, I want to ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Oh God, boy, Anderson not to get the disclaimer, bro. Anderson, turn on the thing in the background.
Hold on. Mr. Wall Street.
Yeah.
Good night to you. Good night, Uncle Tommy.
Good night, sir.
Just a while ago.
Yeah.
But I want my Nicholas to say, I just say good night to Nicholas too.
Nicholas, good night, good night. Good night, Nicholas, good night. Let me say good night to Akira as well. Let me say good night to Akira too.
She listening as well. The monkey people listening. I don't know if Dr. Munilal is listening.
That dog listening too?
Mr. Sadiq Bash.
Hey.
You can't tell everybody good night.
Anderson?
Yeah.
That is a PNM dog you have in the background there?
But boy, I don't have the dog in my mouth. I move away from the system. Talk, you know. But the dog like I don't know, the dog has something against this program. My thing to Brooklyn, the release and them most of them not selling is 500 Edinburgh. Yeah. Most of them going up 500. But don't get up in some Indian areas, you know. You can leave from town and go there, places like the city. You know, these places barely have government houses now. So they can send people from East West Corridor to the city, Cuba North, Cuba West. No, it's 500 alone not selling them. But besides that, what we need to talk about some things here tonight. The boat that sank with all these people.
Yeah.
When after the anniversary Rowley speech, walking off, Ms. Beckers had put out her hand to shake his hand. He had passed her straight, very insulting.
Yeah.
And it seemed like all what the UNC said, and this is not coming from Anderson Wilson, but that people name I cannot call. I can call it off the program and then you're talking Wall Street.
Right.
This is coming from high PNM people.
You know.
I mean, they're very upset. They say all what Kamala said about Rowley, it's coming to pass. He's an Oreo. He don't like his own. He don't like black people on the whole, whether it be in East Indian, whether it be African, he don't like black people on the whole. And he's, as you just say, his was not ours.
Right, yeah.
He stated he's one of the blackest man, you know.
Yeah.
The country, you know. And this could go on and on and on Wall Street. Right?
We're
looking at the Stuart Young situation. Where people saying after, but they're going to lose it. They're going to lose as Ms. Jolene Johnson. Let me tell her good night. She will probably listen to the program. We have Wade Mark on probably listening. But I do share the program with all these people. As Jolene Johnson, she said, Anderson, we're going to win, you know. We're going to win, Anderson. But you know what's going on with those African in the PNM? And the Stuart Young, they give to them probably after they lose, probably after they lose the election, they will try and just see they can't come out now and talk Wall Street. But after losing the election, I think they will vote, they'll come up with something to get rid of Stuart Young. And it goes back to this Mr. who said was getting all the money. All the money, the Chinese man who said he was get all the money from Manning, all the contract, color hat. And the Chinese. Now we are Charlotte Street, newly named Chinatown. We have the hospital, which Chochong, Father I believe, and Len or had Bill waiting on the money back from the government. So the hospital will be China Hospital. The done on Charlotte Street.
Right.
So don't get the hospital and all. And this is thing more coming from high, big PNM people. You know. And I want Rowley to know. All who are saying Rowley all the time. But don't get you that Davy and all. Don't get you that. Don't get you that Davy and all. I mean, she is pissed off to the highest festivity right now. With this short young thing. And a lot of other big, I talk about bigger Judah Element show. Judah the show, all that element show. I talk about big people. And please, with this short young move, and especially, as he's saying, always talk about the Black Butter and past Miss Beckon Street. It's so much to say about street, I'll come back in.
Yeah, man.
Good night, Kunji, wherever he is, KFC, and all the great listeners. And all you must mention in Georgia.
So.
Anderson, stay by the pole. Anderson gone. And it's still understand when they call stay by the pole, you know, they move from that the Wi-Fi pole. Yeah, move from that pole, your thing gone, you know. So that's why Kingsley calling a long time. Take down that pole from by Kingsley and them boy. Akira, welcome. Long time no here. Denise G boy, Denise here inside. You're large and in charge. Caribbean say, well, shit, I believe you shouldn't be talking about those as it's still before the courthouse. Now you could talk about that, man. I know the jury. I think if you're over 60, they excuse you from jury service. Not in America. Video, welcome. Video, Wall Street and Uncle, Orange in the house. Yeah, boy. Video from Orange, but I wonder if, I know that fella didn't want to call. I know that. Dane Khan, good evening, Wall Street and Uncle Tom in all WZYE villages. Walls, I feel you have to do an interview with Juju Love. Yeah. I had an interview. She called, she just now, but somebody takes your phone. Somebody hacks your phone. What? Caribbean so say he was roast pepper on TikTok, boy. Kizzy, welcome. How you going? Good day, Uncle Tommy and Professor Rocha. Saying hello to Storm Diner from Kizzy and Joy. Yeah. The storm was in last night. Yeah. Rowley said he could be the blackest man in China, but you never say you have black people. No, I thought you were sending a message. The PNM dog eat up the whole Wi-Fi cable. Patricia Hutchinson, welcome. Blessed evening, Professor Washington, Uncle Tommy, and all villagers locked on in the village. We'll have a great evening. Tommy, you know there's a list going around with what is the amount of immigrants they report into certain countries, right?
The whole thing is deplorable.
Huh?
I say it's the whole exercise is deplorable.
Yeah. What I did, right? I wrote down from the list, and I want to send a message to Prime Minister Rowley. On the list, we're supposed to have 1,197 deportees coming from Trump. I want Prime Minister Rowley to put things in place for when them people reach Trinidad. We was talking about that the other day, right? The other night, right?
Yep.
And this is serious, you know. It's 1,000, eh? This can have a drastic effect on crime in Trinidad and Tobago.
Of course it will.
But Tommy, there are 3 countries that are responsible for almost 50%. Now, the total that's going to be deported is 1,445,549 people going to be deported. That's the amount on the list that are going and deported. 1.4 million. Okay?
That's the population of Trinidad.
Yes. And there are 4 countries that's responsible for about 800,000 to 900,000 people. Mexico, 252,000. Guatemala, 253,000. Honduras, 269,000. And El Salvador, 203,000. All right? And all you know, we just do our homework here, right? We just do our homework. We don't just come and give you guys misleading information, right? Trinidad and Tobago is 1,197. Haiti is 32,363. Cuba is 42,000. Right? We have other places like St. Vincent, 127, St. Lucia, 202, St. Kitts Nevis, 68. Jamaica has 5,120. Yeah? Barbados, 151. Bahamas, 426. Bermuda, 10. Belize, 899. What boy? The Cayman Islands only had 2, boy. 2 in the Cayman Islands. 2, Tommy. St. Lucia, 202. St. Vincent, 127. Turks and Caicos, 25. Aruba, 2. Antigua and Barbuda, 110. Grenada, 149. Dominica, 104. Guyana, 1,236. Montserrat, 8. Turks and Caicos, 25. So, folks, this is a list of people that Trump wants to send back to their countries. 4 countries: Mexico, Guatemala, Honduras, and El Salvador. Mexico, Guatemala, and Honduras is over 250,000, and El Salvador is 203,000. And the Caribbean, Haiti is 32,000. Trinidad and Tobago is 1,197. Jamaica is 5,120. Cuba is 42,000. So, Tommy?
Wow.
He upsetting the apple cart.
Yep. Nobody should act surprised either.
I mean, you know, that's what he said he was going to do. And he's just following through on what he said he was going to do. Joan, welcome. Good night, everyone watching from Trinidad. It's nice to be home. Yeah, boy, Joan home, boy. A home for the carnival. A home. Who sing that song? A home.
We home.
Somebody sing that song.
Sweet home. Who was that?
I remember who
sang that. Iowa, man.
Oh, Iowa sing that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You know, you're right. A home for the carnival. A home. All right, folks, we're going to go for the first break. So when we come back, Tommy, I want to call Stuart Young, right? I wanted to call Julia Davy because I see Dominic Romaine get picked to represent what community again it is, buddy? Anyway, let me go for the break. When we come back, I'll tell you guys. Folks, let's go for that first break. Don't forget, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509. 973-609-6509.
Stick and stay, folks. We'll be right back after this. Don't go nowhere.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
No more rain, no more rain, no more rain, no more rain, no left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more strain, no more pain. We want to see we way, we want a brighter day. No more Rowley again. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye, bye bye Rowley, bye bye. We're not watching for you. We tired of the bloodshed, tired of the taxes, tired of the potholes and all the excuses. Tired of no water, tired of stretching at the law, tired of the high grocery bills. No left foot, right foot, again. No more struggle, no more strain, no more pain. We want to see we way, we want a brighter day. No more rolling again. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. We're not voting for you. We're tired of the bloodshed, tired of the taxes, tired of the potholes and all the excuses. Tired of no water, tired of stretching a dollar, tired of the high grocery bills. No left foot, right foot, again. No more struggle, no more strain, no more pain. We want to see we way, we want a brighter day. No more rolling again. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. We're not voting for you. No more red, no more red, no more red, no more red. No left foot, right foot, again. No more struggle, no more strain, no more pain. We want to see we way, we want a brighter day. No more rolling again. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. We're not voting for you. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. We're not voting for you.
A big one. Oh, yeah, that's the power. So that is a gun. Listen, man. Hear me now. I'm frightened to live. Who are you? I'm frightened to live. Now, all the thing. I'm frightened to live. Sing. I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. One more time. I'm frightened to live. Sing. I'm frightened to live. Okay. I build me a coffin, I make it my home, because that is my only choice, this kind of life, I leave it alone. Because when I look around and I see man raping their own daughters mercilessly, man living with man, woman with woman, so how must I live? I can't understand. Look, I'm frightened to live. Why you? I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. Sing. I'm frightened to live. A bandit in my face with a gun, take my own and began to run. I'm in the station reporting what the bandit do. I was the same bandit I was reporting to. Look, I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. Sing. I'm frightened to live. Come again, let me hear. I'm frightened to live. Where you? I'm frightened to live. One more time, come again. I'm frightened to live. Hey. I'm frightened to live. Hear me now. It is so obnoxious when I look around. Things I just hear and see. My God, how could I go on? Children killing children every day. Parents guiding their children to go astray. Tell me how those youths getting all those guns, and where in the world those guns coming from? You see, I'm frightened to live. Where you? I'm frightened to live. You come again. I'm frightened to live. Sing. I'm frightened to live. Hear this. If in my ceiling they find coke and gun, it's my whole family they carrying down. But if the police get caught with the same refrain, all they're getting is transfer to do crime again. You see, I'm frightened to live. Hey, I'm frightened to live. Sing. I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. Come again, let me hear. I'm frightened to live. Sing. I'm frightened to live. Music. Now you see this verse? This verse is my verse. I want to listen to my verse. My verse. Yeah. If our child could die by the hands of a bandit, police may halfway search, they may never catch the culprit. But if Mr. Big Man child end up dead, they go in to paint the old damn tongue red, putting out all force and energy, finding the killer immediately. So how must I live? Who are you? I'm trying to live. Come again. I frighten the living. Hey, hear this, hey. I told the church, feel that's the answer. Listening the priest preach on the altar, while taking in the words of the Almighty. You know the priest pelting sweet at me is the I frighten the living. I frighten the living. Sing. Come again, let me hear. I frighten the living. Hey, I frighten. One more time. Yeah. Love all you.
And of course, we are back with you. It's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also, 973-609-6509, 973-609-6509. Remember that time is from 7 to 10 in Trinidad, in the United States. On the East Coast here, it's from 6 to 9. From 6 to 9.
Tommy, I want to call Stuart Young. See if he can answer.
Oh, you moved up here?
Sorry. Let me see something here. Let me play this audio here. Oh, yeah. That's the constituency. Thank you. Mr. Intellectual, is Dabadi O'Mara. Who was the previous PNM?
The late, the lady who the fire took.
Oh, she was the representative for Dabadi O'Mara.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, that's an easy win for the UNC, boy. That's an easy win for the UNC. Let me play this voice note here. This is from JB Harper. Yeah, Lisa Morris.
It shall be steadfast and sure. It must be fastened to the rock. It shall be grounded firm and deep in the Savior. Oh, the anchor, hold. The anchor, hold. Oh, the anchor, hold. The anchor, hold. Oh, the anchor, hold. The anchor, hold. Oh, the anchor, hold. That firm. This is war.
with Wells Fargo
For me, that is a TPP song. What do you think?
The anchor holes.
Yeah, but does people know who the anchor is?
Wow.
JB, does people know who the anchor is? Just asking. Huh?
Wasn't Dominic Romaine with Jack Warner at one point?
Tommy, I tell you, you're too bright, you know. I
No,
tell you that, you know.
just my
You see what
memory.
it is? Huh?
My memory just kicking.
He was the chairman of ILP. Rowley scraping the bottom of the ILP barrel. Yeah. Scraping the bottom of the ILP barrel. That fella, boy, and listener, you see Julia Davy and Sharon Felix. Hey, they don't want to call. I want to call Aisha Wells.
Like they're trying to lose the selection for sure, man.
Yeah. They're trying to lose it. Let me call Aisha Wells. He's a Dominic come lately, and he get to run for a seat before Aisha Wells. Yeah, Dominic was the chairman of the ILP.
That comes to mind.
Yeah, I used to talk about him about that all the time. He was a Dominic come lately in the PNM. Yeah, he was with Jack Warner. All you Google it and all you go see. Google Dominic Romaine, chairman of ILP. Let me call Aisha Wells. Which one here? Is this it? Hold on, man. Yeah, let me try this one here. Aisha Wells, I know that's about 25 numbers, you know. Yeah, Dominic Romaine, that fella, that body PNM bring. How we call Aisha Wells? I can't call Julia Davy. Hey, all you call Julia Davy and tell she the hack she phone, eh? Tell she the hack she WhatsApp. Yeah, debunking the UNC lies with PNM facts. That is him. Yeah? Aisha phone. Let me try something. Aisha them about 25 phone. You know. I feel she ain't picking up now, boy. So, folks, you're trying to reach Aisha Wells. Well-known PNM activist. We can't call Julia Davy. You know what? Let me call Pastor Google. I'm going to call Pastor Google to me.
What?
I'm going to call Pastor Google.
What?
Pastor Google. I want to hear his take on that. Pastor Google. Let me see. We just call everybody here, right? You tell them, okay, here we go. Pastor Google, you are live on WZYE 95.9 FM with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street. How are you?
But what the hell is this, boy? Just so?
Yeah.
I am meeting
I leave the meeting. I have parents, they meeting from a child. I leave the meeting thinking that there's something happened to you or something happening that I had to hear what is something wrong.
No. You know, we just wanted to get a quick feedback from you. Quick. Pastor Google, what is your take on Dominic Romain being selected for Davide O'Meara?
I personally, I think that it is a good choice. I think the party would have deliberated and come up with Mr. Romain. My only concern is that I was looking at CNC3 News a while ago before I went into the parents teachers meeting, and I saw there were some people who were disgruntled and unhappy with the choice. So I hope that is settled. I really hope that they are able to pull together, just like what I know is happening right now in Labrie with Minister Randall Mitchell and the young man who would have gone up. I know that they are having meetings and they are trying their best to collaborate and pull together. So I know that Dominic has communication skills where he can be able to hold meetings and pull it together.
But Pastor Google, Dominic is a Dominic come lately in the PNM. It have people been toiling in the vineyard, like Aisha Wells. Been toiling in the vineyard for years.
Yeah, but just now, that is not totally true.
What is that?
If you do the history of Dominic Romain,
chairman of ILP. He was the chairman of ILP.
All right, but before that,
before
his descension into the ILP, he was a PNM. He was somebody. He was a card holding member of the PNM. He would have openly admitted and said on radio that he was a supporter and a supporter of Mr. Manning, and he was very heavily involved in the PNM under Mr. Manning. So he would have left the PNM with the loss of the election and the disenchantment that happened under Mr. Manning. He would have left, and he felt comfortable at the ILP, and then he saw the ILP is no longer existing. The ILP don't exist anymore. The ILP is defunct. It is totally out of compliance. And he made his way back home to the PNM.
So that's a jumping Dominic. That's a jumping Dominic.
No, why you call him a jumping Dominic? There are people who name you calling there that people could say their names are that is synonymous with jumping.
But I should never jump and go nowhere.
I never say you hear me call anybody name.
No, but just saying. I mean, what about Pastor? What about you? You didn't want to put yourself up for no MP?
I did put myself forward as a counselor for my community, and I was rejected. But I could say I was rejected by the political leader because he felt as though if he took me off the radio, he's shooting himself in the foot.
So you need somebody on the radio to spew the PNM propaganda.
You can say that if you want. Again, you see again, you're calling me and you want to play insulting me.
No, but all right.
My program.
All right. So listen. But Pastor Boo, let me be honest now, man. There are people who have supported the PNM and have never left the PNM. And it just doesn't send the right picture for somebody to just come in the party just the other day.
What is just come in the party? Dominic was in the has been a member of the PNM for quite a few years.
Well, like since 2015?
Before that.
Nah. So he was with the PNM. Then he leave the PNM, right? And he was the chairman when Prime Minister Rowley was the political leader of the PNM, and he was contesting for ILP. And ILP get whitewashed, right? So now he had to decide, boy, let me jump back to the PNM. And he jumped back to the PNM.
But Wall Street, and what is wrong with that? That is about freedom of choice.
And I agree with that.
But that is democracy at work. And if the man has paid his dues by being able to pontificate and explain and do all his research
and be able to show what here was going on to his opinion and to his right, the PNM has been doing the best that they can do with the resources that they have. And the PNM decides that, hey, this has been a social media activist for us for quite a while. And they believe that he can function and operate as an MP in a constituency. What's wrong with that?
I glad they put him because you go get licks. I glad they put him. I seriously glad they put him.
But who is the person going up against him? Anil Roberts?
Yeah, you go see just now.
Anil Roberts?
The yellow birdie in whisper to me yet, but I got to know. You know that?
Well, the yellow birdie was I heard on CNC3 News, which it says UNC3 News, that their former candidates and senator is earmarked to go up for that seat.
Well, if Anil go up for that, Dominic Women can cancel Christmas. It's over for him.
Oh, please. You will eat up them words, you know. You will eat up them. Can I return back to my son?
Thanks for taking the call, Pastor Google. Thank you, man.
I should not take this call.
No. You have to take the call, man.
Yeah, so supposed to call persons beforehand and let them know that they're going live on
a
radio station.
Pastor Google, you know we just do it. We don't originate, we don't imitate, man. Come on, you know that.
But at the end of the day, yeah, as I said before, this is democracy at work. They may the best man win. If you go before the screening committee and you haven't presented yourself as a winnable, so they must just choose it. Because if I went before the screening committee and I wasn't able to present myself as a person of class and can win the seat, you think they must just choose me because I am fighting on radio 13, 14 years now? No. You have to present yourself properly to the screening committee. I have sat before the screening committee, so I know.
Pastor Google, I want to thank you.
The screening committee don't give you an opportunity to be a representative or to represent the people of Trinidad and Tobago just because you in the party long. No, you have to present a case. How much people in your electoral district? How would you be able to manage all of those persons? What are the plans and projections you have for the community? Why do you have that projection? Why is that important to the community? They'll ask you hard questions.
Pastor Google, somebody want to say that. Somebody in the chat is saying, but Pastor Google doesn't ask any hard question in those PNM press conferences with the Prime Minister.
That's true. All right, so wait, let me go with one. I'm going down that road to that person. Okay. You see, people just want you to do what they want you to do. All right, which is, I don't have a problem with that. But the same Trinidadians wanted to know, one, why was the Exim Bank not allowed to come to Trinidad and Tobago? That's not a hard question. Huh?
No, but the answer that he gave, you should have a follow-up question.
What was the follow-up question?
The follow-up question is
that he gave?
I don't remember.
All right, but you know it was a follow-up question. But wait, so I asked that question, number one. Number two, when they were changing the 3 ships on the coat of arms, I would have asked Dr. Rowley if he intends to also change in the curriculum of Trinidad and Tobago school system the teaching of the Pan and remove the teaching of Columbus.
Okay.
That's not a hard question.
All right. But here this one. Somebody say, here this one though. Ask him why they didn't pick him.
Asking if that was not a question.
Which one? The one with the coat of arms?
Yeah, and when I told the Prime Minister, I will ask the Prime Minister if they will be removing the teaching about Columbus and replacing that with the history of the Pan.
Well,
that was not a good question.
To be honest with you, it was a good question, but I think that it should have been more of all. If you're just doing the coat of arms, moving 3 ships, and you still have the crown of the queen, and you still have other things on there, it ain't really making sense.
But Wall Street, nobody talking about at that point in time was the 3 ships
and we were talking about replacing with the pan, and you were talking about me not asking him hard questions, and you just said to me that that question I asked him was a good question.
No, I mean, but I'm being honest. I'm being honest.
But to the person who is saying that I don't ask hard questions, you understand?
Well, next time, ask me, I will send you some good questions.
No, wait. They are being dishonest. And remember, you can only ask questions that is in context of what he came to talk about.
Nah, you could ask. Nah, Pastor Google, no. When you go there, you could frame your question from whatever you're talking about there to add in whatever you want to add in. But listen to this. Before you go, somebody want to know. Ask him why they didn't pick him when he went to screen in the local government election.
But just answer that question, Wall Street.
Oh, God, the person just come. They must didn't hear you.
That when I went for screening, the Prime Minister would have said that, hey, this young man is one of our very powerful or
PNM activists. PNM activists on radio.
No, he didn't say PNM. He did not say PNM activists. Don't put words in my mouth, and I'm not going to have you record me lying.
Activists on the radio.
He did not say that. And
well, he had to say something with the radio. Then he said something about the radio.
Anyway, but that's what he spoke about.
Oh.
He said that I am one of his strong voices.
So you want to?
That's what he said.
You ain't want to say he said something about the radio.
But I just told he said that.
Oh, okay.
That is why he did. I said that. He said to me in the screening that I am one of the strong voices on the radio, and they will not want to take me off. They'll be shooting themselves in the foot.
Hey, just before you go, Pastor Google, when the PNM sponsor your program, right? I can't call the program no more, right?
No. We can't take you on. We can't take on you and your nonsense.
Oh, so I can't call no more.
We can't take on you and your nonsense.
So, all right.
Right?
But listen to this, sir. You say the PNM is a democracy. I say the PNM is democracy. That's what I do democracy. It is democracy.
Well, you could say that if you want. That's your right. That's democracy too. What you saying there is democracy too.
Okay.
At the end of the day, you know what I mean? Everybody has the freedom of speech. Just do it respectfully and right.
But Pastor Google, before you go, closing. Before you go, I find it taking long to sponsor your program though. After the Prime Minister tell you after the screening that we need you, they need to come up and sponsor the program and so they could get rid of Wall Street. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm glad they didn't call today though. Today was so nice. I realized that today was so nice and it ran smooth without your phone call.
Nah, you see.
Can I ask you a question though?
Yeah, go ahead.
Ask you a question before I go though?
Go ahead now.
What do you think about Dr. Munilal's lie that he said yesterday? And when Caribbean Airlines did the investigations, and when they would have spoken to the American embassy and others, what Dr. Munilal would have said was a lie about people having to go through a rigorous search and all of that coming off of a Caribbean Airlines plane. Don't you think that Dr. Munilal should apologize and say that, hey, I was misinformed?
I'm right now. I'm unaware of it. I'm unaware.
Oh, I know you'll be unaware of that.
No,
Don't
but
you think that Dr. Munilal should put in his defense?
But you woman,
like behavior.
But look, I could just
like behavior.
But Pastor Google, I could say to you, right?
Asking you a question, yes
all
or
right.
No. Do you believe that Dr. Munilal should put in a defense for the cartel-like behavior in the EMBD case?
I know. What do you mean put in a defense? I don't understand. Well, let me ask you a question.
Right.
If he has attorneys, his attorneys will be advising him what he needs to do.
But the attorneys, no, it wasn't the attorneys who were advising him. He got that judgment from the courts in London. The Privy Council in London.
Okay.
He went to the Privy Council in London to block having to put a defense.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And the Privy Council said to him, hey, don't come here with your nonsense. Go down there and put in a defense for your case of cartel-like behavior in EMBD. Do you think he should do that?
But, Pastor Google.
He should do it, yes or no?
Wait, no, wait now. What about when the court tell Trinidad how they should deal with Colin Booth? What about that? What about that? No, but I'm just saying that.
I don't know.
You shift the goalpost. I could shift the goalpost too.
No, I'm not shifting the goalpost.
You shifting the goalpost.
How I shift the goalpost?
Because
I ask you a simple question.
But here what we talking about?
Munilal would have gone to the Privy Council to try and stop him having to put a defense in for the EMBD matter.
Pastor,
I am asking you.
Yes, let me answer that question for you. Let me answer that question for you. I am sure Dr. Munilal has counsel, and his counsel would advise him accordingly. When there's a case in the court, all of us have counsel. Now listen.
All right.
Listen.
So I know what I have to do now. I have to go to my child teachers meeting and come up.
You know the PNM lose another one in the Privy Council just today, right? You know they just released that. You know about that one too, right?
Where's the one that they lose, Worship?
All right, let me tell you about it right now. Don't go nowhere. I want to tell you about this one. They just lose another one in the Privy. Let me read it for you quickly. No. Come on, you know, I just only tell you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
That is not true.
You know, when you come, let me give it to you. Let me tell you what it is.
No, you can't say, yes, he should put in a defense.
No, the attorney.
Well,
listen to this.
Counsel, his lawyers have to tell him to put in a defense.
Let me give you the breaking news. Imbert and Rowley cabinet loses Privy Council appeal against Jaiwanti's judicial review. It might have been thought preferable. You remember when they went? You remember when they went to the Privy Council?
Yeah, but we're talking about getting back money from people who thief money from the country.
So that had to do with the amount of.
What about you don't think that David Lee should not be sitting in our parliament?
Listen,
being on $1 million
you are innocent. You are innocent until proven guilty.
So, in other words, you are saying to me, and I am on a criminal charge. I'm on a criminal charge. I'm on $1 million bail. And all you will tell me is that I'm innocent until proven guilty, so I can sit down in the parliament.
Correct. You are innocent.
You see,
what?
You, I'm being honest with you, Rashid.
Yeah.
You, honestly, I really thought that your mentality and your values were bigger than that.
And you know, I could say the same thing about you, Pastor Google, because you have come to the radio and give misleading information, and I fact check you.
What I just said there is misleading.
No, I am saying.
That's why I come on. No, that's what I come on the radio and say.
But wait.
That's what I was calling the radio and say.
But hear this.
David Lee is on $1 million bail. That's misleading.
No, you are saying. No.
Dr. Munilal,
No.
The Privy Council case, and he has to. And the Privy Council tell him, you have to, or you should go and give defense against for your matter. That is misleading.
No, Pastor Google. Pastor, wait a minute. I didn't say no to what you said, Pastor Google. And listen to this. All I'm saying to you is that you have given misleading information on the radio, and I have fact checked you. Is that you may play it for you now? You may play it for you?
No, I don't have time for this.
Oh, you see, so what I'm saying to you is that you are saying that you have given misleading information on the radio. And I can say this, no one have ever fact checked anything that I have said and show that it's been misleading.
That is not true.
No one.
Something the other day and we fact check you and you lie.
On what?
It was not true.
On what? The 61%? The 61%?
No, you never send that for me.
The 26%? The 26%?
Since how long I waited on that information? That's one.
I go put it up on the screen for you now.
We have no facts of that.
All right, listen.
Number one.
Yeah, what to do?
Number two, there was a time you called the radio and you made a statement that was not true. That was not true.
What statement was that?
You understand? And a caller would have taped you saying it, and then the caller would have edited, would have gotten the facts about it and put it out there. It is a fact. You have came on the radio many times.
I haven't seen that.
Information.
Where was that? I have never. No one
in the. Have a good evening now, Wall Street.
All right.
Have a good evening.
Okay.
Now. We're having a back and forth about nothing here.
No, this is important. But Pastor Gogo, you on the radio, I on the radio. We are supposed to give accurate information.
Wait. Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
This is why I'm going with you. I'm going to ask you something. I want you to answer me straight up.
Yeah.
What more important? Me going back to my child parent teachers meeting about my child
All right, okay.
education.
All
or
right.
here on the radio talking
Okay.
shit with you.
All right, go ahead, go ahead. Sorry, thank you very much. All right, take care. No problem. Bye-bye. Yeah, Mr. Florida. Oh, God.
Good evening, Mr. Anselm. Good evening, Mr. Tommy. Good evening to all the callers, all the Texas, and everybody on the live. Mr. Anselm, I give you 0 for today. Because you call a man, what relevance a man have in society? What relevance you spend 25 minutes talking to that man? What relevance? I give you 0 today, you know. He has no purpose.
I'll take the 0.
Has no value.
I'll take the 0. I'll take
He's
the
not
0.
reputable. You know, I rather, you know, remember the time when your dog and them was barking? Play 30 minutes of your dog them barking. I rather listen to that than to hear what he's saying, you know. Yeah, you waste time with Mr. Hanson, you waste time. You calling them is, you know, calling them is like what? Like, you know, going in the grave and talking to your fallen soldiers, you know? Because you to asking him a question and he's had to bring up with EMD and David Lee and all that in the courts. When the time comes to deal with that, you know, so we're talking about Rowley, you know, right? And everybody's saying about Rowley. But you know, since Rowley come in power, you know Rowley saying, we know the government, you're depending on the government for that. Hard days are coming, tighten your belt. Every time Rowley talking to the public, you want your back play, but you gotta look for a job. And people still vote for him. So talking to a PNM activist, it's better you go on, you know, you be zen and talk to us too. Look on listening, Mr. Anselm and Mr. Tommy.
Thank you.
Mr. Atlanta, welcome. Mr. Atlanta, I just call you. COP, welcome. COP.
Wall Street.
Yeah.
I don't go Tony.
Yes, Kenji.
I believe Pastor Kugu was a no school meeting, no child school meeting. No parent and pastor will be in a child parent meeting and walk outside and talk politics so hard. That's how he was talking about. You lie in a little cabin. You're lying about your insurance meeting for it to sound good in the air. I don't believe that at all. Coming from a pastor, I shouldn't be lying to the population. So I am a good father and I wouldn't do something like that. I'm a liar. Wall Street, we need to get this facts about Dominic Romain. We need to get it through because nice propaganda what Google spread just now and WZYE TV with transparency, accountability, and facts must be revealed. Let me tell you something. Dominic Romain was a PNM. Dominic Romain was a PNM on that Manning. And when he did not get things his way, Dominic Romain support the People's Partnership. For 5 years, support the People's Partnership. And when Jack Warner leave the People's Partnership, them leave with Jack Warner and support the ILP. But when Dr. Rowley would become opposition leader, Dominic Romain never supported Dr. Rowley and walk from Chagaramas to San Fernando and say, well, all right, he's going to support the PNM. No, he supported a new political party and leave out the PNM, which was the ILP. Dominic Romain supporter. And because I can remember, I used to be speaking for the ILP too, and 91.9.
I remember.
And you used to hear Dominic Romain and the next fat boy that is to be with him. You used to hear them
Dane Francois.
the PNM.
Dane Francois.
Yes.
Dane Francois.
And saying the PNM and Dr. Rowley administration is the wrong choice.
Hey, COP, you know, you just kind of jog my memory. I have them videos when Dominic was bad talking the PNM with ILP.
Yes.
I have them. Oh, COP, thank you.
And Dominic Romain
thank you. Thank you.
And Dominic Romain today was chosen in front of the People's National Movement diehard leaders.
Correct. That's
All
what I was
the
telling
young
him.
activists today, Aisha Welsh, was never being chosen. She was condemned.
Yep.
Because I used to be on the radio.
I used to be there too with them. I used to call them too.
And I used to be condemning the PNM with Dominic Romain and them.
Yep.
And we used to be condemning the partnership too.
Correct. Yep.
That is the fact about it. So when Pastor Google could come, Pastor Google in 91.9 when you could come and watch TV and say he come back home.
He come back
no,
home.
He never come back home. All you choose him, remember? It had people, PNM people, they vex when he was supporting the PNM and 91.9, and they said the move out PNM people to bring here. Is the fact about it. But Dominic Romain maybe do political work and spread the propaganda for the PNM, and they choose him. But in that same constituency, Arima, it had over seven people file nomination, and people who live in the constituency, who work all their life in the PNM in the constituency, they must deny you.
Yep.
And they chose somebody who even condemned Rowley when he was going up, when he became opposition and going to be prime minister. Them condemn that party, Rowley administration, with me, and Kingsley too. And look at what Pastor Google them say now. Pastor Google mentioned on Wall TV that the Prime Minister said that it doesn't make sense. He give him the opportunity. We want you on radio.
Correct.
And it come like I shooting myself in the foot. If you let him be counselor, they want him on the radio. But today 91.9 dying now because they don't wear no ads. That they put up notice that everybody had to pay for the program and then because the station and the bottom and the barrel right now. So how come the PNM want you on the radio? The way to talk for free. The way to talk for free.
Yep.
Why it is today? Well, they never even asked for 91.9 to get little ads. For years, for 10 years, I saying that. Wall Street, you see how deceitful this PNM is, Rowley administration, and these so-called pastors and them. I not going to church. Go on here on a pastor selling sweet eye for me. I hear the Calypsonian saying that pastor them selling sweet eye for me. You going to church, right? Have a nice night.
Yeah.
Liars.
Oh God. Tommy. Tommy. But I shocked that Pastor Google take the bait with the PNM talk, that they want him on the radio rather than him to be a counselor. You imagine that, boy?
Hogwash.
Let me take this call. Miss Atlanta, welcome. Miss Atlanta, you inside. Oh God, I'm frightened now, I'm frightened, Miss Atlanta. Hello?
Good evening, Wall Street.
Good.
And all in the village and Tommy.
Good evening, Miss Atlanta. I'm frightened.
I was trying to call you to tell you how you scraping the bottom of the barrel and call that man. That you bring down the show to the level of, I don't know, I don't know how to describe it. Oh gosh, you didn't even, you said Rowley scraped the bottom of the barrel to get that to me. You didn't scrape that. You I don't know what to say. How to describe. You bring down the show. You bring that man on your show.
No, I didn't bring him. I call him.
And you will call him. Well, you call him. It's like you invite him in your house. We sanitize here, I hope you know that. You have sanitize your whole place, right? And you bring him and hear what yours spoke about. Listen to what you was going very good. You had some list. I was listening to the list. You said you had and all kind of thing, thinking you're going to bring some kind of body to speak about something. You didn't get who Juju or whatever it was who you were calling. And then you bring this man. I trying to tell you, get that man. Anyway, I can't. As they say, it's your show, right? It's your show. So how you feel? How you felt Wall Street?
No, you know, Miss Atlanta, you know what we do here is that we speak truth to power, and there are many people that we just pick up the phone and call. You
I
know
don't
that.
mind if they call. I don't mind if he called and if you had one. And hear that man. He is in a PTA meeting. Now hear that before you tell him get back quick to see if he could put some education in that little child head to see if he outside talking. How you could be in a PTA meeting and you come across and the gossip and the them say and the they say the same thing and the only word he didn't use it was alleged. And he put up himself where no boy. And I'm listening to this. I was going in over. I said, I had to get Wall Street. You know, like if you build a house, you living in a big fancy house, and a man with a old come and put up a house next door with galvanized and all kind of thing and bring down the rate of the place. No, you don't do that.
Oh
Wall
God, Miss
Street.
Atlanta.
And he asking you questions and here you imagine he putting you in place at it. And here you, I haven't heard about that. Oh, good grief, imagine he is putting you down, putting you in a spot then. Of course, nah, man. I listen. I can't. Right? You have to do call somebody. See if you could call somebody.
Yeah, I'm gonna call somebody. Let me go to
Yes.
Let me go and call somebody, Miss thing. All right.
Praise God.
Yeah. Let me call Anel Roberts. See if Anel Roberts go pick up his phone. Oh, Tommy boy? Miss Atlanta boy? Oh God.
You look for that, you know.
She. Oh God, boy. She. Lick she gained me. Licks in my pit in place. Licks all over the place. Hey Kunji, tell Anel Roberts to pick up his phone now, man. Oh, let me read this breaking news for y'all. Yeah. Huh? Hold on. All right. No answer from Anel Roberts. Let me read this breaking news for you. Brooklyn, you hear me say I'm going to read the breaking news on your call?
Could wait. Because how you could ask the pastor why he why he get denied when he went up and he said, well, they want him on the radio. But every time the PNM having any function, right?
Yeah.
So there's have a pastor or a priest or somebody praying. Do you know that there's pay big money for that person praying to start up any ceremony they having?
Yeah.
So it also goes to show that the PNM even recognize the man as a pastor. Because I never see him open no kind of function. I never see him pray no election gathering. I never seen. But if he's a pastor, oh God, all right. I think pastor come before Google. Pastor come before the being a radio talk show host. So pastor is important. And the simple question was to ask him why it is, as a pastor, a man of God, the PNM don't trust you to pray on their behalf. Because if you so love the PNM, you're a tradesman, you well good at what you're doing. You're the best, welder, you're the best, carpenter. And anything And you supposed to be the first face before they call for Mother Connox and Pastor Bishop and the one in the lady on the lady on road there who get all the millions of dollars during COVID. Or by Jumans who take the market school children for how much years now? How much years now they have the market school children coming in the church? And it's millions upon millions of the PNM. Them is pastors. The PNM make that pastor man a millionaire in Trinidad and Tobago. That man bring the school children from market school when a school could have been built and the children could have had a school for years ago. Kamala Prasad and Bisasa and them left 10 years ago, and they had break down the old buildings and they had material and things was to start. They come and lost the election. If you didn't touch a brick, who in Tiford material, who will do this? It's gone. It's gone. But I am asking, with all that gone, all the PNM, there's a PNM struggle, eh? Lower move by market school, that PNM struggle. The PNM people that vote for PNM in these places, Rowley and them like to see them thief material, hungry all over the. Yes, but tip all your finger. We go keep doing all of that, and then we go thief material. Why? The pastor man take all your children, and the pastor man gain millions. When the COVID come, he get over $6 million. To say, but he helping people in the community. We Google millions. We Google millions. And the reason why they're not going to choose Google for nothing is because Google is not truthful to himself. The day Google starts speaking truth, then maybe God will bless him with a $500,000 out of the PNM. But he's only he come like bait. Google come like bait for the PNM. That's all he is. And he know this too. Because he is a pastor. They say he was not a professor. They fight you. They call Google should they say he's the naughty professor. He's no professor, he's the janitor. But you are your credentials. You have proof. I would have loved to see, I'm a partner, you know, but I would have loved to see Google when election time come, before they start the campaigning ceremony or the rally, wherever, Google in front of the podium praying for the PNM people. How much years now the PNM in power? Not enough yet. But here you excuse to tell them we need you on the radio to talk more. Talk stupidness. That's all he doing. Talk stupidness. And in the end of that whole rain, pocket empty. You have a hole in your pocket. Why is other pastors moving with the bags full and you keeping quiet? Once you don't go, Tony, have a good night.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Let me read the judgment, Tommy. Let me read it off my phone. So Imbert and Rowley's cabinet lose Privy Council appeal against Jaiwanti judicial review. It might have been thought preferable for this case to go forward to a full judicial review hearing so that Jaiwanti's serious allegation of unlawful conduct could be fully investigated, considered and determined on their merits. That's Privy Council. London, UK, January 28, the Judicial Committee of the Privy Council today dismissed the appeal by the Minister of Finance and the Cabinet of Trinidad and Tobago against the appeals court grant of permission for Auditor General Jaiwanti Ramdas to pursue a judicial review challenging the minister's recommendation, which was accepted by Cabinet to appoint an investigation team whose members and terms of reference were determined by Finance Minister Colin Burt. The investigation team was mandated to report on the conduct of the Auditor General in a response to an understatement by Ministry of Finance of revenue of 2.6 billion in the Republic accounts for the financial year 2023. The respondents contend that the minister's decisions are tainted by bias and breach the constitutional protection for the Auditor General in sections 116 and 136 of the Constitution. The case was heard by a 5-person panel comprising Lord Hodge, Lord Sales, Lord Stevens, Lady Rose, and Lady Simler. In a written judgment posted on the JCP's website and social media pages, the panel ruled that, quote, none of the arguments raised by the appellant crossed the high threshold required for the Court of Appeals grant of leave to be reversed. The appellant have failed to establish a knockout blow to either ground or to demonstrate that the Court of Appeal was plainly wrong to grant leave to apply for judicial review. On the contrary, the respondent case on both grounds is arguable with a realistic prospect of success. The board has emphasized the low threshold for meeting the test of arguability and the need to demonstrate what is a clear knockout blow in resisting the grant of leave to apply for judicial review. The significance of this is that a public body seeking to resist the grant of leave for judicial review of its act or decisions ought generally to be able to demonstrate a knockout blow in a summary way without the need for extensive investigation of an argument on the knockout point relied on. In a case such as this, where wider questions of the public interest may have some bearing on whether leave should be granted, it is unfortunate that the so-called knockout blow relied on by the minister has not only led to extensive argument in the domestic courts, but also to this second appeal. It might have been thought preferable for this case to go forward to a full judicial review hearing so that the serious allegations of unlawful conduct made by the respondent could be fully investigated, considered, and determined on its merits. You hear that?
Yep.
Let me repeat that. It might have been thought preferable for this case to go forward to a full judicial review hearing so that the serious allegations of unlawful conduct made by the respondent could be fully investigated, considered, and determined on their merits. To borrow from the words of Miranka CJ, they have AG in brackets, in the Law Association case, it might be thought that the public confidence in the appellant will be strengthened if the allegations are found to be without merit. But if there is no investigations, the allegations do not simply disappear. On the contrary, they may simply grow louder in volume. For all the reasons given above, the appeal is dismissed. The respondent judicial review claim therefore proceeds on all grounds. And then they have a link to the full judgment. Anybody needs it, let me know. I'll put it in the chat. So there you have it, Tommy.
Yep.
In the high-handedness of the PNM government. And listener, I don't think I want this government to bring no Caribbean Court of Justice to Trinidad. Really. Let me take this call. KFC.
Hi, good night, Mr. Washington.
What's up? KFC. KFC, your mic muted.
Yeah, me now?
Yeah, your mic was muted. Go ahead.
Yeah. I was taking the program, Mr. What should you like shouting in the place out? You bring the whole devil quite up by you. Show the red cap for him to walk. You invite him, Mr. Washit. It's so fast, go shoot himself in the foot.
Shoot himself. Shoot himself.
He see he was going up for a counselor, something he was going up, right?
Yeah.
And doctor only tell him he not to come up for the radio station.
Yeah.
He keep it ready to spread the propaganda, lies, and things in it. Until the 91.9 curl for ad and advertising, right?
Yeah.
And he's saying 12 years he never leave the radio station. So 12 years you never bring nothing to about your radio station. Not an ad.
Yep.
Evil, wicked parents, well, the program pick up all them at that time and for us at that propaganda and thing. Yes, give all them time and when you calling the program, he's gonna talk over you.
Because you let them talk and freelance and people get to hear him talk. When you talk, you want to talk over, you want to kind of thing, Mr. Walsh. You don't do that now in an election, yeah. Stop inviting evil in a place now, man.
All right.
You born and fighting with that evil.
All right.
But I don't know. That's your radio station. You running your shit, man. But man, they can't do with that, man.
All right, man. I'm
That's
going
up to listening, man.
yeah, man. Bless. So, folks, we're going to take that break. We'll be right back. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. Stick and stay. Oh, God. Miss Atlanta, call and she.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
All right, folks, we are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also, it's 973-609-6509, 973-609-6509. And like Wall Street said, from 7 to 10, that's in Trinidad. And here in the United States, it's from 6 to 9.
Thank you. Anderson, welcome. Anderson.
Good night again, gentlemen. And Pastor Google, I know you wasn't listening here to know and you're listening now. Let's say good night here because I learn a lot in life at Wall Street. I see I walking in Parliament some a year or 2 or 3 ago. Right behind Dr. Munira. I think he gave one MP and MP a Bongson. So when I see Pastor Google in the street, it don't know African in politics or Indian in politics. As we know it or no Indian or no Chinese, as we know it very tongue. That's what going on, but all thing, you know, and it's nothing we talk about some of them too, how the wicked, how the evil. And Pastor Google will madam. What I make it nice. What I make it nice is Mr. What should I know in a meeting, you know? I said, I just ask an excuse. It could have been a village. It's even a village council meeting or a community meeting. I now call my little sister there. She have a diploma in English. She teaches. I don't know if she was email being some principal for some schools. I believe she's a principal. And she have no recollection in history of any. My brother say could be online and yeah, he could be telling the truth because my brother was listening, my little brother. I'm gonna tell you about 40 something, eh? So and he still try to pick up for your Pastor Google. I say it's probably online. And then he said, boy, this hour. So Pastor Google, as a pastor, I just say you are. Because I know that certain pastors do not different. You seem to be the only pastor that really below it. And nothing wrong with that. You say when they are heart and not the garment and you know, God will see for how rich he is or what. But Pastor Google, you let me down, boy. You let me down. Yeah, I mean, and KFC, he didn't call Wall Street call him. That's why Wall Street gave him a let lie. Wall Street had call him. But Pastor Google, you long, you let me down, boy. I mean, if you gave something out to lie, boy, and I will tell you something before I leave your Wall Street. And PNM does it right here, PNM people and supporters. The worst in Wall Street, and I know you're listening, Pastor Google, look it up. the worst sin in life is not to lie, it's to lie without a reason. It's in the Bible. One of the worst, the commandment, and you may not see it, because in the Ethiopian Coptic Bible, they're telling you, and in church, one of the worst sin, because there are more than 10 commandments. And in that Bible, you see, one of the worst sin.
I still understand them.
You're not in court, you're going to face no lifetime. What shooting on a gun by your neck? What shooting stick you up with no gun? All your words is said. Hey, Mr. Walsh, I was in a meeting, I'll call you back. And if you don't want to talk with the Walsh, you know you can tangle us or wherever. All the PNM just call him the professor in the basement and all kind of thing. All you have to say, me and that son, so Walsh. Now, if Walsh in a meeting, I'll call you back and hang up. Then, you know, anything else. Not, it have no school in my history. And I mean, my father or either my mother, my father used to come mostly because he wanted to share cartons one time in his school if there's anything. So he used to be by them meeting and them. And you know, I never had none. You get after school. Oh God, Pastor, God, boy. You see, I mean, oh God, I mean, it's worse. It's the worst for you. What you tell a con and listening.
Yeah, man.
Don't call your pastor again, eh?
All right. So, folks, all right. Let's listen. Let's see this here. This is today, right? Let me take this one. Yeah, Mr. Florida.
Yeah, good evening. I give this answer, Mr. Tommy. Before you go any further, I want you to raise up your right hand.
Raise up my right hand.
Yeah. I anoint you with the blood of Jesus Christ to get Satan out of your mind.
Oh, God.
You're arguing with a man who eat up all the food in his house. You're arguing with a man who just eat. Mr. Hansen, I anoint you with the blood. I anoint you with the blood to get that evil out of your mind. Look on this, Mr. Hansen.
All right, yeah. So listen to this one, This was today. After I see this, I couldn't believe it. Right?
Congratulations. You tell us how you feel after being selected.
Well, I am humbled that the party executive would have reposed this confidence in me, albeit a bittersweet moment given the fact the circumstances which would have led to this vacancy coming about. The former MP and I were fairly good friends for the short period of time that we would have known each other. And I only hope that I would be able to pick up the mantle that would have been left with her unfortunate passing. So I intend to work as hard as I can and as hard as she would have done to make WMR now Malama Mausika the constituency that it truly can be.
We saw a lot of familiar faces here because we have councillors, aldermen, a lot of people that we have accustomed to in the public eye. What can you tell the public about you? Everybody wants to know who you are. Tell us.
Well, I'm a lifelong constituent of WMR, financial advisor by profession, and I'm also, well, they call me a social media personality. I do some work on social media with respect for the party, and that's a stubborn thing. Yes. What else is there to see? Single, but that is not advertising.
What is the training process like?
It was actually I expected it to be a little more rigorous. Because yesterday we would have had our constituency executive meeting, and I must say I have special thanks to these folks because coming out of yesterday it would have given me impetus to go home and do my homework. And so I came prepared today, and I want to thank the Prime Minister for giving me the opportunity not just to express who I am and what I could bring to the table, but also to speak about some of the initiatives that I want to undertake as the next MP for Malabar, the first MP for Malabar.
When I started adding this tiny mountain.
So there you have it, folks. There you have it. Former chairman of the ILP. Right? I just want to talk about who is grass up on, who grass up in here and grass up in there. Yeah? Listen to this. Tommy, watch this.
Okay.
Tommy, you read that.
Wall Street, you must admit that Dominic Romaine is far more brilliant than you. Okay.
Stray dogs do back at every car that goes by, right? Right? Okay, say no more. Caribbean Soul said, Patricia, you must be happy for Dominic, eh? That's your favorite talk show, man. Yeah. Oh, Tommy, I don't know if you saw this. What if you saw this today? Many people asking what happened to Prime Minister Rowley. Caller, welcome. Caller.
Good evening to the panel inside and the panel outside.
Good evening, caller.
Hope that you all are A-OK. Good evening.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I'm on the platform and I'm listening, I would hope that, my Chumacan friend will not go in certain directions. Because if he go in those directions, it expresses a level of hypocrisy, which is a couple degrees above hypocrisy. To talk about scraping the bottom of the barrel, boy. Dominic, anybody out there would gladly receive a man like that who does research, who you cannot point a finger or a toe at and say he does lie or there's any kind of allegations against him. You want people who want to represent people that as if people could look around them and feel comfortable with the dog, with the cat, with the bird, with the fish, with the economics, with the health. You understand what I'm saying? The bottom of the barrel and all kind of thing, boy. I said, oh gosh, what is the reason? What is the reason? And then
Caller, you're going in and out. You're going in and out, caller. Hello? Caller, you're going in and out. Call back. Caller, you had a call back. You're going in and out. Folks, this is what happened on the 27th of January. Yeah, caller. Caller, you're going in and out. Caller?
Yeah?
Yeah, you're going in and out.
You hear me?
Yeah, hearing you now.
Right. I'm seated one place. I'm not moving.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm saying it's unfortunate that, you're talking about bottom of the barrel. I mean, Mr. Warner come back in to give support to Mrs. Bissessa. You ain't talking about bottom of barrel and all kind of thing at IPL and thing. You ain't do that. And maybe you're not aware of the things that he would have said. That is still fresh in the minds of so many. The things that he would have said, as a matter of fact, he put it in document as if to say, look, I am challenging anybody to take me to court on it. And you ain't talking about bottom of the barrel. Because all I ask you to do is don't be balanced. Just try to be. Okay, sir, it will be good for your hair.
It will be good for your toes. It will be good for your neighbors, your family, buddy. All right? Have a good night.
Thank you, caller. Tommy, this was a meeting that happened on the 27th. And let me take this call. KFC.
Yeah, I must stop. When I must, I was Uncle Tommy.
Mm.
I said, good night, and he couldn't be to Roy Lockton, Leston, Stoney, Brooklyn. I must start watch shit. Like, possibly you have broken pastors and them out. I didn't see son about church. I tell you to go to the studio, so I woke up, me and the family. I said the KFC, you know. You see KFC? I was watching, man. But Mr. What should I run outside him? And this is not Brooklyn down in 500, you know. I not read UNC area. Why is it the Wally Naga riding? You had office by UNC had office riding walking distance. I know down in the back down there. I not read from UNC area. A lot of Indian people are around. My people you show me love and who is help out poor people.
Correct.
And the one who help me out is an Indian woman.
Yeah.
Make sure I'm over my kids and everything.
KFC, you're going again. KFC, stay by the pole. So, folks, here is a picture with the Guyanese president Irfan Ali and the Secretary of State Marco Rubio. This was on the 27th of January. Secretary of State Marco Rubio and Guyanese President Irfan Ali spoke today to address the crisis of illegal immigration and agreed to jointly address this regional imperative and challenge. The Secretary affirmed the United States' steadfast support of Guyana's territorial integrity in the face of Nicolas Maduro and his cronies' bellicose actions. Tommy, that is a message to Prime Minister Rowley. This is on the 27th, you know. Just happened, you know.
Yep.
This just happened, you know. And this is a meeting with the Guyanese President Irfan Ali. I wonder if he go meet with Stuart Young, boy. But let me try to call Stuart Young. All you mustn't get vexed, man. All you don't get vexed now, man. We gotta try and reach people, man. We gotta try and reach people. Stuart Young. Here we go. Stuart Young. We're calling the chairman of the PNM. I don't know why them doesn't want to answer the call. No answer, boy. So, folks, I want you guys to listen to this. This is a message from Norway to the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. I want you all to listen to this.
I know.
Because I think this is something that's very important. Tommy, I don't know if you saw this, but I want you all to listen to this. I think Trinidad was similar to Norway, but somehow, what is that fella saying? Let me see what he's saying there. Oh God. Let's see, guy next, this girl kind of thing, you know. I see somebody just sent me something there. Gary Griffiths on CNC3 from 6:15 a.m. on Wednesday the 29th. Okay. Former National Security Minister said he wants back into the United National Congress and he's willing to sweep the floor or contest an electoral seat. The 81-year-old aim is to help remove Dr. Keith Rowley government at the 2025 general election. In addition, Wall Street, how many ads UNC have on this station? UNC not in power? Anyway, all right. Let me hold fast. Let me comment there. Patty says, Wall Street, if Ghana didn't have, you think they will be meeting? Everyone wants to ride Ghana back. So, but Trinidad and Tobago, did our oil and gas, Tommy? Eh? Did our oil and gas?
Once upon a time.
Yeah, I thought we gained a big fine and in 2027 we good to go. Eh? How come nobody don't want to meet with Prime Minister Rowley? How come? How come? Look. Our Prime Minister ready for them 1,100 people they want to send back home. People in the chat already told Stuart Young you're calling, so he didn't pick up. Oh, God. Patty, me and no any if them, but I know Dominic as I talk to and he just talk crap. And they'll go deal with him. Arima Network, welcome. So I was like how you just deal with you, laugh out loud. Them fellas and don't pick up certain people calls. Dominic never used to pick up my calls. Them they want pick up certain people calls because only they could fool them poor black disadvantaged PNM people. Yeah? Because them think they're brighter than them. Yeah, that's what them just think. Yeah? And call you all kind of names. Yeah, Caribbean Soul, that's what it is do. Call you all kind of names. Yeah. Robert, hello, Miss Reed. Good to see you still well. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to play this for you all. I want you all to listen to this. Yeah, because when Dr. Rowley retire and he leaves Trinidad and Tobago, because in my estimation, you see, when Dr. Rowley finishes being Prime Minister and political leader in Trinidad and Tobago, I somehow feel he could just fly out. And I think he might end up worse than Patrick Manning and them. Worse. So take a listen to this, folks.
This is Norway, located on top of the Northern Sea and sharing borders with Sweden, Finland, and Russia. It is the world's fifth richest country. Norway is so wealthy that 25% of its population are millionaires.
Hear that? 25% of its population is millionaire. Not 1%, you know. 25% of the population is millionaires. 25%, eh? Let me continue to listen.
It is the world's seventh healthiest country and the most democratic country in the world. Norway tops all the indicators that are used to measure the prosperity of any country. But Norway wasn't always like this. In late 18th century, when famous economist Thomas Malthus visited snow-covered Norway, he saw a country whose people were extremely poor and desperate. A mountainous country where travel was almost impossible. Towns were distant and disconnected. The citizens were mostly uneducated, and the weather was extremely cold, which meant that agriculture was almost impossible, and people barely survived. Just a few years after Thomas left Norway, the condition of Norway deteriorated. Norway's economy completely collapsed. Famine spread throughout the country, and it seemed that poverty was now Norway's perpetual destiny. So how did such a massive transformation occur? How did Norway become such a developed and wealthy country? Let's find the answer to this question in this video. These are all the countries that possess 85% of the world's total oil reserves. Saudi Arabia, Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, UAE, Libya, Russia, and Venezuela, but their combined GDP is only 8% of the world's GDP, and none of these countries are in the list of the world's top 10 richest.
Oh, you hear that? Listen,
wow.
Listen.
Countries. On the other hand, Norway is the 13th largest oil-producing country in the world.
13th, eh? Listen, eh? Listen. Please.
Yet in terms of quality of life, it is ranked fourth. So what is the reason that despite producing so much oil, these countries are nowhere close to Norway in terms of standard of living? The reason is a phenomenon that economists call the oil curse. The problem with oil...
Hear that? The oil curse.
Mm-hmm.
The oil curse.
The problem
Do we
with
have that
oil?
in Trinidad? Huh?
Of course. Of course.
Yeah, we are the oil curse. And under Prime Minister Rowley, we curse more. It's the most we've ever been in curse. Yes, the most.
Is that it is just like winning a lottery. After discovering oil, the country becomes rich overnight, but instead of using the money properly, the rulers of those countries reduce taxes to gain favor from their people. The oil
Hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you heard that?
industry overshadows other industries of that country. As these countries export oil, the demand for their local currency increases, making it easier for the citizens of that country to buy imported goods, and as a result, the local industry starts to suffer as local companies...
You hear that, Tommy? Local industry starts to suffer.
Because they buy imported goods.
Yep. And under Prime Minister Rowley, they suffer more than ever. Yes, so I mean, Tommy, when we talk about these things, people just say we hate Prime Minister Rowley and we hate the PNM. And here is a prime example. Here's an example. And you know, they have no one thing to it. So they have other things they got to deal with. Trinidad got to deal with no snow. They got to deal with the cold weather.
starts to shut down. Unemployment in the country begins to rise. The wealth gets...
What are you saying?
We have to deal with greedy politicians.
Correct. That's what we have to deal with.
Concentrated in the hands of a few people, and the common people start to get angry, and this anger leads to protests and eventually to bloody revolt. This is what happened in Libya and Venezuela. But why didn't this oil curse affect Norway? In the 19th century, Norway's entire economy was driven by sea trade. Norway had an extremely favorable coastline through which timber, fish, and various minerals were shipped to European and Asian countries via ships. At that time, Norway had the fourth largest sea fleet in the world, which allowed it to control nearly 30% of the sea trade in the Northern Sea. Along with this, the most significant step that Norway took was to establish a parliamentary system. The primary purpose of this system was to ensure that political power and wealth does not concentrate into the hands of a single person or a political party.
Tommy, you hear that?
Yep.
Norway was also naturally favored with the potential for cheap hydroelectric power generation. However, at that time, 75% of Norway's hydropower generation companies were owned by foreigners, and this situation was a major concern for the Norwegian government. In 1940, the Norwegian government finally decided that Norway's natural resources would be owned only by Norwegians, and
You hear that, Tommy? The natural resources will be only owned by Norwegians. Yeah?
Right.
Passed a bill that prohibited foreign companies from owning hydropower projects of Norway, and during the same time the introduction of modern railways, roads, and transportation infrastructure gave a much-needed boost to Norway's local industry. Between 1945 to 1970, Norway's GDP growth was 3.3%. Norway had the highest taxes in the world, but a large portion of these taxes was spent by the government on education, public welfare, and supporting local industry.
Hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Taxes, and you see what they do? They put it back into the country. Yeah? They put it back into the country. What Prime Minister Rowley doing? They're giving 47% raise. That's what they're doing, right? CPEC people taking cut, and the Prime Minister Rowley and them taking hikes in their salary. You're cutting the poor and you're hiking the rich.
1965, unemployment in Norway was almost non-existent. Norway had now caught up with the rest of Europe, but it was still not at the level that it is at today. However, all of this was finally about to change. In 1959, natural gas reserves were discovered in Netherlands, and during this time, experts began to speculate that there might be oil reserves beneath the Northern Sea as well. In 1966, a company named Phillips Petroleum started drilling in the Northern Sea in search of oil, but despite drilling for almost 2 years, no oil reserves were discovered, and everyone became disappointed. Phillips Petroleum decided to make one last attempt, and this time, they went deep. Finally, in 1969, large oil reserves were discovered beneath North Sea. In the next 10 years, Norway's oil production became greater than that of any other country in the world. The oil sector started creating thousands of jobs. Fishing towns were now turning into petroleum powerhouses. Billions of dollars were coming in, and Norway's fate finally changed. But this also happened with the Middle Eastern countries. So what did Norway do differently? The Norwegian government had already passed a bill that ensured no single party or person would have control over natural resources, and then all income generated from them would be spent solely on public welfare. All profit.
Tommy, you hear that?
Yep.
Public welfare. Why
That's
Prime
what
Minister
it is.
Rowley? Go ahead.
Yep.
Right.
Patrimony for the population.
Yep. And why Prime Minister Rowley telling the people that he have left, you know what itself? You know what it is, Tommy? Prime Minister Rowley telling the poor black disadvantaged people, pull yourself up by the bootstrap, but you have left them bootless. And that's what they have done.
No, he also said, let the rich get richer so they can help the poor.
Correct is right. Correct is right. Right? He have left these people bootless, giving them CPEP and URP. Yeah?
Profits from oil were invested in infrastructure and education. Norway could have reduced taxes like the UAE and Saudi Arabia, but it did not. Instead, it collected taxes and reinvested them back into the people. Secondly, to promote other sectors of the country, the Norwegian government established a pension fund in 1990 with the sole purpose of investing in companies outside the oil sector in Norway. The biggest benefit of this was that Norway's other local industries also began to flourish. As a result, unemployment decreased further. Norway's dependence on the oil sector gradually diminished. Norway became a leading exporter of timber, paper, metals, and other minerals, and it soon made it to the list of world's most developed countries. Now many other countries also have the same natural resources as Norway, but they have not been able to replicate Norway's success. The difference lies in real democracy, long-term planning, and being sincere with their people. If we talk about South America, it is much more resource-rich than Norway, but due to political instability, short-term planning, and corruption, this resource-rich continent has fallen behind the rest of the world. It's high time that the people of South America realize the potential of their countries. They should take advantage of the almost perfect geography that God has given them, and make South America one of the greatest continents in the world. If you like this video, please follow our account, because we have many.
See, Tommy? Yeah?
Yep.
We want leaders with the testicular fortitude. That's all we want.
So we need.
Listen, that is the most intelligent thing you have said in a long time, P&M Fox. Trinidad can solve the problem making Wall Street Prime Minister and Tommy President. That's the best thing you have. That's the most accurate thing you have said in a long time. Yeah. I agree with you. Hey, yeah, look Slimy come. Look the tag team. The tag team come. Look the tag team come. Slimy and Patty. The P&M tag team. I can't put P&M Fox in there. Because
Excuse me.
yeah, Mr. Florida.
Hey, good evening. I give a answer, Mr. Tommy. Great video. You know, is one point I pick out on that whole video that the government passed legislation that not one people will get the wealth of the country. You see, just to pass legislation, make it law that not only one set of people get any wealth, the wealth distributed equally. And that is all they had to do in Trinidad, you know. It's not rocket science, you know. Change the constitution. They don't need no special majority or nothing. The whole parliament supposed to come to agreement and say, listen, time to change it and we make it for the people. And that is the important thing. And I hear and the man say the natural resources not supposed to go to the foreign countries. You know.
Correct. That's the
Supposed to
people.
stay
That's the people. Yeah. Rolly and them flying all over the place. Him and Stuart Young flying here, flying there, flying all over the place. All over the place.
Yes, exactly, Mr. Anselm. There's only one set of people enjoying money in Trinidad.
Yep.
One set. And you know the funny thing from that? They go say, oh, that is Norway, that is not Trinidad. But they are thinking about the concept, you know. With our videos about, you know. Your calling system was answered.
Yeah, man. Bless.
You know, the mama guy, the OWT, you tell them they're giving them the Petrotrenta, the oil refinery. And they're not good. They know damn well they didn't mean for no local to get the refinery.
Right, the mama guide them. Yeah, the mama guide them. Patty says, hi, Slimy there. All of us done Slimy, she there. The tag team, boy, the P&M tag team. Or you could call them the triplets, you know. Slimy, Patty, and Cut and Paste. Yeah, the P&M triplets. And Wall Street, you're talking about yourself. In addition, UNC has ads on TV6. And I just all right. Whatever. Patricia asked him many questions, but I remember asking him about what came out of the investigation in the barge and if they found out the owners as yet. Norway population is 5.52 million people. Trinidad doesn't even have their population. Yeah, KFC.
Yeah, Mr. Worship. Yeah, man.
Yeah, loud and clear.
Yeah, but right now I'm using data. I see the internet provider was getting it from actually running the lines and things. So just now, I won't have that problem now, man.
Yeah, man.
Mr. Worship. You know, PNM people like to victimize people. But who job bless, no man curse. They can't victimize me because they didn't really know my wife is a public servant. So they can't victimize me. So everything straight up at me. So I want to tell them, even freaking PLM plan them, they can't victimize me. But I was right now flying the flag right now outside there, watching my flag flying red line. My UNC flag and my UNC jersey. Right now in a campaign mood right now. We have an election terrain. The greatest evil, wicked person, PNM government. Fire burn the PNM.
Yeah,
Why
man.
should they keep up the good work? I don't encourage too much of evil in the program, right? So I'm going to tell you last time when they bring that evil man by you, you promise this, you promise that. And you stab you in the back. But Mr. What should one more thing before I go? You know the thing they giving out? You know the thing they giving out house grant and thing? People get house grant and thing today, though. I talk about the news. Yes. Right thing giving out things in the way get before you get it now. House grant, repair grant and all kind of thing giving out.
Real thing, Shane.
Yeah, man. But one thing they teach you, elect Tobago. Take the thing and do the right thing when election call. Not
Correct.
so?
Correct is right. Correct is right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I look so respect, love and respect.
Bless. Okay, let me see something. Hold on, I'm gonna play this video. This is about Qatar. All right. Caribbean Soul, I'm gonna play this video. Let me play this video, yeah. Let's take a listen. Hold on.
Qatar has only a few 100,000 citizens, but brings in hundreds of billions of dollars every year. Being a Qatari comes with a lot of benefits.
As somebody from here, like, what are you entitled to from the government? We have free education, we have free healthcare, we have free housing. Once you reach 35, once you get married, you're entitled of applying your documents to get your free land, and then they give you a loan from the government to help you build your house. Again, because like we are a very small nation, and then the government is very rich, or the country is very rich. Yeah. So this is their way of giving back to the people. People from Qatar are actually lucky, first of all.
Oh, right now, that's the word.
We're actually lucky.
Yeah.
And then we're privileged to have
lucky and privileged
to have such government who cares about us as the people more than about themselves and about their chairs, let's say.
Actually, here the most income of the locals, it is $4,000 a month. And aside of this, education, medication, electricity and water are free. Everybody living in Qatar, tax free. Qatar, it's a wealth country, and it is considered one of the richest countries in the world. The income which one is coming for the countries is oil and natural gas. I want you to just to take a video on that, please. Just take a video there and contact me. You see those villas? Those are for the locals.
Yeah.
The locals here, the Qataris, they will not have one house. Minimum one house, and they will maximum for 3-4 houses. The first one is given by the government. The rest, they are the one who's buying it by their own.
Okay.
The local house and their personal home, they will never have one car. You will have minimum 4 cars. Now, Qatar is not relying too much on the tourism, but this is one of the plans. It will be coming.
The world is projected to be less dependent on oil in the next few decades. In fact, in a few decades, it's estimated that we're going to go from needing about 90 million barrels of oil per day to just 24 million, which means if Qatar wants to stay rich, it has to diversify its economy solely that it is not so dependent on oil. That is why the country is bidding to host sporting events and inviting tourists to visit, building the tourism industry and investors as well to come and invest. This is a sign for you to visit Qatar. And when you do finally decide, please do fly Rowan Air, the dream of Africa.
There you go, Qatar. My wife and I went to Qatar, boy. Yeah. It's different there. For me, I don't understand, Robert, now. Kamala had a helicopter flying to the fuel and manpower was paid for by the citizen. Robert, listen, I know the PNM is not nice, but they are lesser of two evils. I don't know, but Robert, put on that glass, eh? Whatever Balize socks the gate to pawn it today, take it off. You pawn a Balize socks today. Yeah. And you pawn what? The man pawn a Balize belt too, you know? That Balize belt squeezing your Robert. Take it off. Take it off, Robert. Man pawn a Balize belt, but the first time I see a Balize belt, you know, Robert put it on. Yeah. But you sure? Party. Tell your party. Yeah? All right. I have something else here. Let me see something else here. Where did I put that now? To me, it's so much, yeah? All right, look this one here. I want to play this one.
So one of Africa's biggest cancers is that Africans, for whatever reason, seem insistent on electing leaders who've built nothing and then wonder why they build nothing. You've built nothing. You've created nothing. But for your words and political oratory, your ability to hold a tune and sing a verse, your ability to fill a stadium with poor people on the promise of a food hamper and a t-shirt. And then we vote for you. And we wonder why you don't know how to build roads or houses or balance a budget or just make sure that crime and law and order is in place. We elect clowns and then give them the seat of the headmaster's office.
I wanted to prove, Robert, that they are the lesser of two evils and that PNM is the lesser of two evils. Prove that to me. Now remember, I was a full supporter of the PNM, and I could tell you statistics. Statistics, I giving you statistics. Me ain't giving you rhetoric. Huh?
No hearsay.
Yeah, me ain't giving you hearsay and them say and they say. I could give you statistics. I want you to give me statistics, Robert, where there's the lesser of the two evil, and the PNM is the lesser of the two evil. You know they're not nice, but they are the lesser of two evil. I want you to give me statistics to prove that. I'll wait your statistics. Because we have to stop just throwing this out there like a spaghetti theory and throwing it up on the wall and see what will stick. Come with facts. Facts to back up your statement. Don't just throw it out there just so. Because that will happen a lot, So you know we just only deal with facts here. We don't deal with fiction. Right? And we speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So I'm waiting for your statistics. Right? Yeah, this is what Prime Minister Rowley. You see what going on in Norway and what going on in Qatar? But listen to Prime Minister Rowley. Listen to him. Listen to him.
Let us get rid of the gimme attitude.
Every road to be built in this country has to be built by the government. Every school, every health center, every this, every that. Well, you better begin to be weaned off the government. The period between now and 2027 would be one of difficulty for the people of Trinidad and Tobago.
So you're going to try to bridge a gap between the rich and the poor?
I'm not really trying to interfere with the bridge between the rich and the poor because there's nothing wrong with the rich getting richer.
Actually, we are the smallest ethnic group in Trinidad.
But the most powerful. So who runs this country?
Like everywhere else. That 1%.
You have to find a way that you encourage the rich to get richer.
At one time, we used to have a huge middle class, which was a sort of a security in terms of any possible conflict between the haves and the have-not. But now that's eroding and they're getting poorer. So they're starting to get angry.
I mean, how long can people put up with something before they decide this is enough?
The period between now and 2027 would be one of difficulty for the people of Trinidad and Tobago.
The Prime Minister had no objection to the recommendation, which will see politicians receive a wage increase, some a quite hefty one.
We believe that we bring value by working hard, by working honestly for the people of the country. And the benefits are there to be seen by those who want to see benefits.
They haven't rioted yet.
This increase is coming within the context of labor movements currently making the case that they too deserve a salary hike.
The period between now and 2027 would be one of difficulty for the people of Trinidad and Tobago.
Tommy, when you listen to that, and you listen to Qatar, and you listen to Norway, it is like night and 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 night. Night and night and night and night and night and night and night. Night and night and night and night and night and night and day. When you listen to them. What's wrong with us, Tommy? What are we doing wrong, Tommy? Yeah, but Robert, let me ask you a question, Robert. I want to ask you a question. You look like me, Robert. Do you rather live under a government that's reducing the amount of black people living below the poverty line from 19.8% to 17.3%, or a government that has increased the amount of black people living below the poverty line from 17.3% to 26%? I'm going to ask you the next question. Would you rather live under a government, right? Where's that the murders in the country, right, was low, or a government where murders in the country is first, second, and third in the history of the country? All right, let me keep going, Robert. Would you rather live under a government that have less black people scoring below 50% in the SCA, right? Less people than a government that have more black people scoring below 50% in the SCA. All right, I will stop there. I will stop there for now. Folks, put your closing comments in the chat. Put your closing comments in the chat and send your closing voice notes. So let me see if there's any voice note. I'm waiting for your answer, you know, Robert. If what? Tommy, read that. You read that.
What are we doing wrong? Is migrating to the white man country and complain about where we were born. He said, he said that's what we're doing wrong?
Oh, God. Tommy. You're going to answer him or what?
Nah. You could answer him.
No. I'll let you answer him.
Nah,
Tommy.
I ain't backing at every color.
Tommy.
Well, you have to consider COVID as part of this thing.
Robert, you're coming up short, brother. You're coming up real short. That is the explanation? That is it? Tommy, nah, Tommy. You got to do better than that, Robert.
Give me Mr. answer, Mr. Tommy.
Yeah.
Let me answer Fox, right? Ask the Prime Minister where he daughter living.
No. Mr. Florida. Don't give them fellas that type of knowledge now, boy. Let them fellas continue. Leave him.
But the true Mr. Hansen, you know that the Fox Islam. And the next one we just call the sitting on the bench.
Yeah, the Belmont midfielder.
I hope them as children, and I hope them under 18, because if there's big men and typing that, it's sad.
Yeah. Vote PNM, Kurana, vote PNM and lose your pension, boy. Robert Nesbitt, that is true, but many people don't remember. What is true? I ain't see Robert bring no evidence. None. Nada. No duck. No evidence to support what he just stated. Absolutely none. None. And Robert, here we go up now. I will give you until Thursday to go and research some evidence to come with it. Again, you're lining up. Because you see that way, you see this one? This one? Nah. You have to come a little better than that. You have to come a little bit. All you could say is COVID, boy.
The whole world had that.
The whole world had that. That was the entire world.
Barbados had that too. And look at their economy.
Plenty of them. And that is the best he could do, boy. Robert, take off them Balize eyeglasses you have on there. I mean, them Balize contact lenses. You have to be contact lenses. Yeah. You have to be contact. It had to be contact lenses, boy. We want facts to back up what you're saying. Right?
And if it was so bad, he would have rejected the back pay and the 47% pay raise.
Correct. Yeah. That kind of narrative, in holding water, no. You know what that narrative like, Tommy? You remember the other day when the financial guru come in and he had the bucket and he carrying water, and by the time he reached where he going, all the water leak out. I think Robert had one of them buckets too. I think the financial guru shared the bucket with Robert. Yeah. You saying COVID, boy. The government took hard decisions and they work, like them or hate them. What hard decisions? What? Anyway, let me play these two voice notes here. Let me see these two voice notes.
It's unfortunate that he wasn't corrected, but I guess that's my role and function. Part of it. Anderson, God never said, render your heart and not your garment. Okay, sir? He never did. If my friend did know that, I think he might have corrected you. All right? No part of the Bible you will find that, from Genesis to Revelation, or even before Genesis and after Revelation. Okay? The man described it as the oil curse, you know. Yeah. And you say that is how Dr. Rowley have it? He wasn't in power in 2010 to 15. A whole set of them, what we on the ground that's called big wigs. PNM have them, UNC have them. Yeah. A whole set of big wigs before the courts. And how much of the matters are money matters? How many? Do your fact checking now. All right?
I'm glad he said that.
You report back to us.
Tommy, I'm glad he said that. Let me read it for him now. The Bible does mention the concept of rendering your hearts and not just your garments. The idea is found in Joel 2 verse 13, which says, render your heart and not your garments. Return to the Lord your God, for he is gracious and compassionate, slow to anger and abundant in love, and he relents from sending calamity. This verse emphasizes the importance of genuine repentance and inner transformation, rather than merely performing outward displays of mourning or piety, such as tearing one's clothes, which was a cultural practice of the time. God values a sincere and contrite heart over superficial facts. Tommy. What we could do, Tommy, boy?
I don't know.
No, seriously, what we could do, boy?
Open up a school.
You know what? I feel we gotta open up a school and teach them PNM people. I feel so. You know the man just and he come again and he lie. He lie.
He didn't lie. He's just ignorant. He doesn't know better.
Oh, okay, he doesn't know better. All right. I take that. I take that one. Yeah, here he comes again. Listen to him now. Listen.
Can you read, please, Joel chapter 2, verse 13? This will help your left ear as well.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? The idea is found in Joel 2, verse 13. Boy, oh, Lord Father, put a hand. And I mean know the Bible, eh? I don't know the Bible. But I know if somebody talk something, I could go and find it. That's what I know. And that fella again, once again, he gets smoke out. You know, like you have an outdoor barbecue, Tommy?
Yep.
And you put coals. And I thought it was make jerk chicken. You understand? You have to smoke the jerk chicken. Man gets smoke out, boy. Boy, you should stop quoting the Bible. Patricia Kamla left the HSF at 11-something billion USD. Just recently, PNM boasting about 6 something in the HSF, $5 billion less. Hey, Robert, I looking. No. I not saying whether you're a fan or not a fan. Right? That's not what I'm saying. But when you type something you should be able to back it up. Don't be like them PNM sycophants who does just talk and don't have nothing to back up what they're talking. Nothing. Them just talk. What Chicanal say is only talk. Yeah. Now, folks, don't let my confidence interfere with your insecurity. Eh? Folks, you're going for that break. Don't forget, put your closing comments in the chat and send your closing voice notes under 3 minutes. We'll be right back. Stick and stay.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE LP 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
We are back with you in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, when you come in, share the live. WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe. WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444. Good night, Patty. Yeah? All right, my closing quote. Yeah, KFC.
Alright, good night, Mr. Washington, Uncle Tommy, man.
Yeah, man.
My closing comment until Thursday meet again. All my UNC family, Anderson, Brooklyn, 200 boy keep on the fire blazing. Mr. Washington, I give you a joke today. Today I went in one of the best constituency. Church, I'm still one of the best constituency. So I was about the hospital, so I passed through the constituency and watching here and things. So I passed by the in the office. I go in the office. So I go in the office, I see a Spanish girl there alone, the thing in it. So I go in there. I see I come to see the new Prime Minister in the making, you know. You see, she there right now. She's not, how can I help you? So I say, look for unemployment. To go for a paper, the photo. It's not where ID card. I put my ID card. It's not, you know, from this constituency, you support us. When so you look about. Yeah, man.
Yeah. You had to go back to Scotland. You're going out again, KFC. KFC, you're going out. All right, you gotta call back. You're going out again. All right. Let me play my closing comment.
Today is Tuesday, Father, January 28th. Thank you for waking me up to this new day, for renewing my hope, and filling my heart with the certainty that by your side, all things are possible. Lord, I want to give my best today, offering you every thought of faith, every act of kindness, and every action that reflects your love within me. Guide my steps, illuminate my choices, and strengthen my faith. May every gesture of mine be a reflection of your care, and may those around me feel your presence through my actions. Whether in calm moments or challenges, I place everything in your hands. May your peace reign in my heart, and may your will be done in my life. Thank you, Father, for never leaving me alone. In you, I find the strength to move forward and love to share. May this Tuesday be full of blessings, victories, and moments of gratitude. I place my day, my life, and all that I am in your hands. Amen.
From where I said this is it, the clock on the wall said that's all I like to say, but I've got to go. Remember, hard work beats talent. When talent does not work hard, and for every 60 seconds of anger, you lose 1 minute of happiness. Remember, your circumstances may determine who you are, but you are responsible for who you become. And I got some news to me that one of Trinidad top former players, Leroy Dillon, has
Yeah,
passed.
yeah, I got that too. I forgot to mention it.
Yeah, he has passed. An icon of football in Trinidad and Tobago, Leroy
Yeah,
Dillon, has
yeah.
passed.
Yep, Benedict Span.
Yeah, man. One of the best of the best. Where, Tommy?
This first quote is from Daniel Defoe. "'Tis never too late to be wise." Again, "'tis never too late to be wise." Like I always say, you, the man in the mirror, you must become that change you want to see. However, if you look in that mirror and don't like what you see, you cannot blame the mirror. Like I always say, never look down on a man or a woman unless you're giving them a hand up. Love you all. Be safe out there. We'll see you on Thursday, God willing.
Thank you,
Good
Tommy.
night.
Good night. Let me play some voice notes if I have any. Okay, Mr. Atlanta's closing comment is it's better to endure the discomfort of the truth now than to suffer the discomfort of the lie later. Thank you, Miss Atlanta. That's a closing comment. Mr. Florida's closing comment.
Hey, good night, Mr. Hansen. Good night, Mr. Tommy. Blessings to you guys. Blessings to all the callers, all the texters, everybody in the live. Blessings to you guys. Blessings to your family. Until we meet again Tuesday, may God keep you guys safe, you know. And Mr. Hansen, you sure Gordon Joseph does read the Bible? I feel Gordon Joseph does read PNM Manifesto and anything like the Bible.
Oh boy.
Just once, can we figure out what we keep doing wrong? What are we doing wrong? That is enough. I want nobody to be sending me invitation to come and sing and all kind of thing. I not in that. I not in that. But I wonder what is the politics like in Norway. I wonder if it's a kind of we versus them. And a set of greedy people in red and greedy people in yellow. I just wonder. I don't have the facilities to fact check. And I'm not taking it just because Google says something. Because sometimes Google tell you something and that is really 20 years ago. 15 years ago. But in the last 5 years, that changed. You know. Well, I know you realize this is my closing comment. We continue the same thing the same way, and I'm wondering if this means come election night, if the result will be the same, boy. Because it's the same approach I see, you know. Cuss, mud, hate, lies, it's the same approach I see, boy. And this man still had it back. It passed belly now. This man still had it back to promote some statistic that he say black people were doing well under the KPG, KPB regime. And he didn't vote for them, you know. He did not vote for them, you know. So I feel it are people who feel this man is a PNM undercover, boy. He's a PNM undercover. You understand what I'm saying? But listen, we need solutions. We need to set up talk. Because you see what's happening when you just talk. Another one bite the dust, you know. I listen to them, you know, yesterday and I say, oh boy, another one bites the dust. I don't want that to happen to this platform. I don't want that to happen to this platform. organize itself. Let's start to deal with solutions. Let's start to deal with things. Don't tell me about move this one to put back this one here, to put back that one who have all this to deal with clogging up the bloody court. When the court should be dealing with other things, this is what they're dealing with. This is what they have to deal with. And the court had to wait on them. Wait on them. They breaks and they running, they shifting, they hiding, they peeping. Oh gosh, but it don't have to be so, boy. Let me work on fixing the systems now. If we fix the system, then no matter who come there, they had to deal with the system. But when you leave the system, so this one come, that will happen. You move that one, the next one come, the same thing happen again. Oh gosh, are you comfortable with that, boy? Just because you are yellow? Just because you are yellow? Because I said I buy a bag of ripe mango for you, boy. Have a good night, folks. God is love, eh?
Oh, brother.
Exactly, Mr. Washington. You know all them black leaders feel me? This is true. Long as man represent black people, so I go long as they see what kind of bone I can get. Because you know the election time, every time, yeah, them a show thing, people in East West Square, so I will in Ottawa, take the thing and do the right thing and vote them out to evil and wicked. Fire burn this evil, wicked PNM. And so till we meet again, Mr. Washington, I'm going to keep up the fire blazing. Love.
Thank you, man. So, folks, we are out of here. We see you on Thursday. Same WZYE time, same WZYE channel. Later. Feeling the pain. We out.
Yeah.
I used to feel proud. I used to feel glad just to be born right here in Trinidad. The Caribbean Godfather, hand of chutney pan and soda. Like something gone wrong, my whole country turn upside down. Cause we feeling the pain, we feeling the strain. When would there be peace and love here? It's too much of talk and little action. Like we need the master to solve the situation. I'm feeling this strain. Yes, it's pain, driving the country insane. Oh. Whoa, whoa. It's endless murders, robberies and rape, little children, seniors nonchalant. We promoting tourism, begging the tourists to come. Between you and me, those with eyes to see, let them see. Cause we feeling the pain, we feeling the strain. When would there be peace and love here? It's too much of talk, and little action. Like we need the master to solve the situation. I feel the pain, I feel the strain. Yes, it's pain, driving the country insane. Did I know? Oh. Whoa, whoa. Unemployment high, and this ain't no joke. Youth leaving school can't find no place to go. Then you retrench a worker, he's left on the street to suffer. Not only he, you destroy the whole family. Because we feeling the pain, we feeling the strain. When would there be peace and love, yeah? It's too much of talk, and little action. Like we need the master to solve the situation. We feeling the strain. Yes, it's pain. Right in the country and today. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa, whoa.